morning, everyone, on JewelleryMaker. Yeah. Well, that was a Sunday morning wake-up call, wasn't it? How you doing? Good to see you. How you doing, Sarah?
I'm very well, thank you.
Sarah, I'm not going to lie to you today. I feel rushed. I feel rushed and harassed today. We've been doing something very secretive this morning, haven't we, Sarah?
We have indeed.
We've been filming something. We've been filming a brand new DVD, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Which means it's all been a bit rushed this morning. But hey, it's going to be good fun anyway, isn't it? Yes. Why? Because we've got Sarah. Why? Because we've got deals. Why? Because it's Sunday. Why? Because we've got cake. Why? Because we've got loads of amazing bits. We've got more incredible deals. Ryan, where? Oh, here he is. More amazingness than you can shake a stick at. Yeah. Get your stick. He's got his stick. Ryan's got his stick. Shake it. Shake the stick.
Glitter everywhere.
We've got the lovely Carry On Cameras who's wearing a lovely dress this morning. Little daisies on, very pretty. Cass, we've got Cass with us. Come on, Cassie. Here's to get, as only Cassie can do. Yeah! Ooh, flick of the hair. It's been ages since I've seen that. I just look rubbish. Cassie just looks amazing. We've got the lovely Ollie with us who's directing, well, he's not real, well, he's all right. We've got Ollie who's directing this morning. And we've got the lovely Dion as well. Dion, do you fancy, are you feeling in a flashy mood today? Oh, whoop, didn't even have to ask her. Flashing those graphics, off she goes. Goodness me. And we've got the Sunday experience with us today with the lovely Linda. They're all in there. Tell you what. Loving it this morning. I don't know where Linda is. Probably gone outside, I don't know. Right, today's show, we've got so much to get through. We've got fantastic deals on brand new strands, on findings, on EfColour, on the most incredible wire. We've got loads and loads and loads. We've got 3 kits today, 1, 2, 3, and they're all going under £20. Boom! They've got beautiful seed beads in them because I know how much you love your seed beads and how much you're requesting seed beads at the minute. So we've got lots and lots and lots to get on with. I feel like I need to lie down, don't you?
I know.
Yeah.
Been a busy morning, very busy.
Very busy, has been busy. We've got the most amazing gemstone strand coming up in just a few moments. What do you reckon this is? Sarah, do you know what this is?
It's not Andalusite, is it?
It is Andalusite.
Ooh, that was a good guess.
It was a really good guess. It's coming up in about 20 minutes' time. This is quite an incredible strand. I'll tell you something. It is a genuine gemstone that really has it all the way from Andalusia in Spain. This incredible gemstone is coming your way in about 20 minutes' time. It's just gorgeous. Right. How about the early bird? How about the early bird? Where is the early bird? There he is, the early bird. Tell you what I saw the other morning when I was walking my dog. Yeah, you know how you quite often see pairs of magpies? I saw a pair of robins. I really like robins. They're really cute. They're really sweet. I like robins. Robin redbreasts. But there we go. Right, early bird today is gold flash-plated copper findings. Now, to my understanding, we bought you a bunch of findings on the show yesterday. They sold out. They went really, really, really quickly. We've got some special deals coming up on today's show for findings. This is just the first one. This is quite incredible. Let me show you what you're going to be getting here. First thing I'm going to take these beautiful beads out of the pack because you're going to get a whole pack of findings here. Have a look at the quality of these. They're just stunning. Just beautiful. A pack of 100 gold flash-plated copper findings. Really, really, really awesome. Now, on the show yesterday, like I said, we bought you an amazing deal on findings. They sold out on the show. And Dion said that she had a few texts through during the show saying, have you got any more? I missed out on them. I don't want to miss out if you have any more on the show tomorrow. We've got I'm laughing. I'm laughing because did you get some quite threatening text, Dion? There were lots of people who were a little bit vexed that they missed out on the deal yesterday. And we had a lot of stock, believe you and I, but we had a lot of people who were multi-buying. All I'm going to say to you now is get on the phones, get ready, because we are going to be bringing you this deal in just a couple of seconds. I've already got lots of you joining us on the phone lines. Elsie is already reserved 2. Madeline is already reserved 2. You're getting a pack of 100 gold flash plated copper findings here. We don't get to bring you findings deals very often here on JewelleryMaker, so when we do, make the most of it. Okay, you can get involved in a couple of different ways, either by giving us a call on our free phone number, which is at the bottom of the screen, 0800 644 655, or by getting involved on our website, JewelleryMaker.com. I've got so many of you joining us on the phone lines now, which is really, really, really great to see. All I'm going to say is if you get involved on our website, please check out your basket as quickly as you can, because if you don't check out your basket and stock becomes really, really low, stock will be taken out of your basket if you haven't checked it out, and be given to somebody who's on the phone lines who will pay there and then. So 100 findings, a metre of chain, loads and loads and loads of different findings. I'll show you them all in detail in a few seconds. We've got to get a price out because I've got so many of you joining us already. Here is your deal today. Get involved now. $9.95 for 100 yellow gold flash plated copper findings. Now let me show you some more of these in more detail. These head pins are so lovely. The quality of these findings is quite incredible. And from speaking and from being in the jewellery making office, when our team is going through the motions and finding and putting together these new findings packs for you, quality is paramount for us. Quality is absolutely paramount. Because we need to make sure that you're getting these quality findings that you can use in your jewellery. Sarah, you're not going to get very far in jewellery making without findings, are you?
You aren't. I mean, the only thing you could probably do is a stretchy bracelet.
Yeah.
Literally, that's probably about it.
Yeah.
You need them to finish off, to hold everything together, to make your work look incredibly professional as well.
Absolutely.
And if you look at any of the high street jewellers or accessory type shops, or even in your supermarkets, these are the types of findings that are used on all of that jewellery. Yeah. But they're not this quality.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And do you know what else, Sarah? Sometimes you might go to a craft shop or to a jewellery making shop, or even shop online, and you'll be able to buy a pack of 1,000 head pins or 200 eye pins. This is one of the only multi-finding packs that I know of, and one of the only multi-finding packs that I've found on the internet. We're giving you 100 findings here. They've all got that quality. They're all yellow gold flash plated. Now, just to give you an idea, we've got so many people who are coming through on the phone lines, but so many people who are multi-buying. You've got to take advantage of these deals now, because they will sell out. And I don't want you to be disappointed in missing out, as so many people missed out yesterday because either they phoned in that little bit late, and stock was just being snapped up left, right and centre by people who are buying 2s and 3s. Sandra, Jennifer, a caller in Kent, Joy, Sheila, John, another Sheila there, Elsie, Madeline, Sally, Rosemary, you've all come in to get 2s and 3s of these. You've got to make it yours now. And as Sarah said, you're not going to get very far making your pieces of jewellery without findings. You might be able to make stretchy bracelets, but who's going to make stretchy bracelets from here to eternity? You know, you're going to want to make necklaces, bracelets, earrings. This is the essential findings pack. You can never have enough findings. And Sarah, you'll know, as I know, when you're making a piece of jewellery, what you don't want to happen is you get to the end and you've run out of class, or you've run out of crimp beads. That's so infuriating, isn't it?
I know, and that piece of jewellery might end up in your part-made jewellery box, and then you forget about it, and it just stays there. Yeah. And you know, you've lost that momentum, you've lost that inspiration, that moment in time. You can't get it back. No. And having enough findings, and I always stock up on my findings. Yeah. I don't like to get to the bottom of a box and think, oh, I've only got 2 or 3 clasps left. I don't like to get to that stage, because I know I need a couple of days for them to sort of come through once I've ordered them. Even. So I need them to be there. Yeah, it's one of those things that you're always going to need. It's a staple essential, dare I say, and things always come back to food with me, but
in my baking cupboard, because I do make a few cakes, I always make sure I've got caster sugar, I've got self-raising flour, I've got plain flour, I've got baking powder, and I've got bicarbonate of soda. Those are my staples, and I know I've always got those in my cupboard. These are like your staples when it comes to jewellery making. If you know you've always got findings to fall back on, you've always got findings, you know you're always going to be able to make pieces of jewellery. Whatever time of day, whenever inspiration strikes at 3 o'clock in the morning. Has that ever happened to you?
Do you know I have a notebook by my bed?
You don't.
I do, because I wake up and I dream jewellery and I have to jot it down.
That's awesome. That's incredible. Most people write down their worries or whatever to help them get back to sleep. Sara draws pieces of jewellery. Maybe you could do that in your sleep.
I know. It would be good if I could do it in my sleep without having to wake up to do it.
I reckon, actually, judging by the Kumahimo DVD that we've just filmed, I think Sara Elvin could probably Kumahimo in her sleep.
Probably.
Honestly, I think you probably could.
I probably could.
I think your husband might be a bit worried, but I think you probably could too. So many of you are still calling through on the phone lines. Well done to every single one of you who's involved. If you want to get involved on our website, please do check out your basket as quickly as you can. We are very, very busy this morning. Very, very busy. Goodness me. And lots of new telephone bidders as well. I'll tell you what you get free of charge as well in just a few seconds. If you do have any questions for Sara, JewelleryMaker related, Kumahimo related, whatever related to love lives, we'll try and answer all your queries here on JewelleryMaker. Why not? Do you specialise in anything, Kerry? Do you know a stupid amount about anything? No. Well, that was, yeah. No. Holidays. Do you go away a lot?
Not a lot, but...
So Kerry, if you want advice on the best tour operator, we have our very own resident Judith Chalmers here. It's Kerry on camera 2. Why not? Do send us a text and text to charge at your standard network rate. Start your text with the word JM Studio so we know that it's for us, and send it to 60777. And yeah, just get asking any of those questions. You can also go to our Facebook page as well, where there are over 20,000 people who like our Facebook page. That is bonkers, isn't it?
It is. It's just amazing amount of people.
It really is. It's incredible. It's incredible. So get involved. $9.95, a pack of 100 findings. They are going very, very quickly, and people are checking out their baskets. So that's really, really good to see. Well done. If you do want to multi-buy that, I've got lots of you who are buying 3s and 4s of those, which is great. Now, how about a bit of a challenge for Sara? How do you feel about a challenge today, Sara?
Crikey.
Let's just add something else into the mix, shall we?
That's it. You know, I'd only get bored standing over here otherwise.
There you go. Sara, you're kind of a jack of all trades, really, aren't you?
I am. I'm all
You'll have a go at
jewellery
everything.
Maker. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have a go at everything.
I will.
I wonder what Sara's going to do with her challenge today. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it? Here we go. Let's put all these findings, because there's so many of them in the bag. It's 100 findings, $9.95. It's incredible. Here we go. This is such a lovely, lovely challenge. These are the kind of colours which will really suit you, actually, Sara. Really, really pretty.
Oh, aren't they gorgeous?
Beautiful strand of genuine freshwater cultured pearls. Take a look at these. We've seen quite a few strands of pearls on JewelleryMaker over the last few weeks, which I'm really, really pleased about, because pearls for a time were very, very difficult for us to get hold of. We only want to make sure that we can bring you the best quality. And that is the actual quality of the pearl and the quality of the dyeing process as well. And these have been dyed that beautiful kind of mauvey purpley colour. It's a really beautiful tone that kind of bridges from cool to warm colours. It's one of those purples that suits pretty much everybody. It's beautiful. So genuine freshwater cultured pearls. You've then got a much, much stronger purple here. This is lovely. It's like a dairy milk purple. Other chocolate bars are available, but they're not as nice. Beautiful purple coated hematite. No, coated pyrite, I beg your pardon, coated pyrite. These are just gorgeous, aren't they? That beautiful metallic quality, so you get that wonderful reflective surface, because of course each of these beautiful pyrites has been faceted and then it's been coated with this beautiful purple coating. Really, really lovely strand there. 2 really different gemstone strands, aren't they? Another strand of coated pyrite. I love this pink. Now these are top drilled faceted diamonds of coated pyrite, and because they're top drilled, they dangle really beautifully. Great for tassels, earrings, anything where you want the gemstones to dangle a bit. In fact, Sara made a beautiful, you made that gorgeous necklace, that Kumahimo necklace that's going to feature on the second DVD, which will be out in a few months. and use lots of scale mail. I think this would look great with scale mail maybe on a beautiful tasseled necklace. Gorgeous, gorgeous strand there. And a final strand here, which is beautiful rose quartz. These are beautiful irregular ovals. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? This is called Tutti Frutti. Tutti Frutti, do you know what that translates as? All the fruits. Tutti meaning all the, and fruity fruits. It does, apparently, yeah. Tutti Frutti, all the fruits. There you go. So you've got 4 beautiful strands here. This is going to be Sarah's challenge today. I can't wait to find out what she's going to do with these. Do you want to see a price? Here it is. That's incredible, isn't it? That's incredible. Do you know what? It's taken me being away for a good few months, looking after my bubba, and being on maternity leave, to come back to JewelleryMaker to really be just pleasantly surprised with every single price point that I see. It really is incredible. And sometimes it does take going away from something like JewelleryMaker for just, even if it's just a few days, just to go and do that high street test, to go and do a bit of research on the internet, to go and do a bit of research on the high street, to really be reminded again just how incredible our prices are for 4 strands of genuine gemstones, genuine freshwater cultured pearls, 2 strands of your coated pyrite and your rose quartz, and it's less than £16. What kind of price would you expect to pay for synthetics, for glass, for plastic? These are genuine gemstones you've got here. They're just gorgeous. Now, Sarah, what are your thoughts on this bundle? What are you thinking design-wise?
Well, I'm thinking with the coated pyrite that I want them to have lots of light around them. So I'm probably thinking maybe I'm going to probably do some sort of waterfall necklace type style with those. Lovely. Quite a little bit of chain and let them just get that light and movement. Because I think having a bit of movement with these is going to really allow them all of those qualities and the shine and the facets to sort of really capture all that light. Yeah. With the rose quartz and those pearls, I'm thinking a really dainty feminine bracelet. Oh, nice. And then, of course, I'm going to go and do some, I think I might do some sort of chandelier type earrings again.
Oh, you're tempting us.
Yes.
She's tempting us. And do you know what's interesting, Sarah? From speaking to jewellery makers and from speaking to some of our guest designers about the kind of colour schemes that seem to sell all the time at craft fairs, purple always seems to be the most popular colour, whether it's an amethyst or whether it's in coated pyrite like we've got here. And I think it's because purple suits everyone.
It's one of those colours that's really works well with lots of different complexions.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I think there's a tone of purple for everybody as well. Because
absolutely.
It's such a multifaceted. It goes from that really sort of almost blush pink purple, right through to your sort of really dark chocolate box purple.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's something in there for everybody.
Yeah. It's as Sarah says, it's one of those colours that suits pretty much every single skin tone. There will be a shade that will suit you. Not only that, if you're going to be getting these beautiful strands and making them into jewellery for people's birthdays, for Christmas presents, for friends and for family, for bridal jewellery, you can bet your bottom dollar that whatever piece of jewellery you make from a bundle like this is going to suit whoever you make it for, because of course you've got colours in here which will suit absolutely everyone. $15.95 for 4 beautiful strands here, and we'll see some gorgeous jewellery that Sarah's going to make a little bit later on in the show. But welcome to everyone who's calling through and getting involved on our website this morning. We are going to be very, very, very busy this morning. Sundays are always our busiest day. Sunday mornings always our busiest time, so you've got to get involved, because yesterday we sold out of so many of our bundles and we got quite a few texts through from people who had missed out. They wanted to secure that deal, but they called through that a little bit too late. So do make these deals yours now. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee with everything. So if you get this home, you're not 100% satisfied, send it back, we'll give you your money back. If this is the first time you're watching JewelleryMaker today, you may as well start your order today, just purely because you've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. So even if you just get a bundle like this home, just to have a look at the quality, just to hold those gemstones, if you're not 100% satisfied, send it back, we'll give you your money back. Got a text from Carol, great name by the way, in Midlothian. That gorgeous purple pyrite has got me wanting a bar of dairy milk. Other chocolates are available, really, but yes, other ones are available. I tell you what, chocolate. Is it ever too early in the morning for chocolate?
No, it's not ever too early or too late for chocolate.
That was a very definite no, wasn't it? No. No, it's not, Carol. Give me the chocolate.
It's the same as, is it too early in the morning for a cup of coffee? No.
No. Coffee and chocolate. I was wondering what Sarah was going to say then, but anyway. Right. Is it too early in the morning for woo? Right. No, it's not. It's never too early for that. So we've got Andalusite. Of course, I'm talking about jewellery making. We've got Andalusite coming up in 1 game's time. Oh, look at this. I'm just peering through this incredible strand. Tell you what, if Steve is watching today, Steve Bennett, Le Grand Fromage, the founder of the Genuine Gemstone Company, if Steve is watching today, he is going to be jealous of this strand. It's one of his absolute favourite gemstones, one of my favourite gemstones, and a gemstone that you very, very, very rarely see at all at the Genuine Gemstone Company. And I can't believe the size of some of these large ones. They are huge Andalusites. It's quite incredible. This is coming up in just 1 game's time. Oh! Right, here we go. So, here we go. Oh, this is a very pretty bundle, Dion. Yeah, gotta get the blues. Gotta get the blues in. Bit of stonewash denim. Oh, yeah. Does anyone here do double denim? You ever done double denim? I've never been brave enough to do double denim. So denim jeans and a denim jacket. I've never been brave enough to do double denim. No.
I probably did it when I was a student. It's a sort of student thing to possibly do.
Perhaps it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pretty much everybody I know has got a pair of jeans, apart from my grandma. Pretty much everybody I know has got a pair of jeans. This gemstone is a fail-safe way of making a piece of jewellery and knowing 100% it's going to go with what you're wearing. Sometimes, you know, sometimes in the morning I can't be bothered to stand and to think, stand in front of the mirror and think, right, now does that go with that? I just want to put it on and know it's going to go with it.
Yeah.
You know, you just want to get dressed, done, and whack that bracelet on or that necklace, and it makes the difference. Gemstones like Sodalite, if you've got a pair of jeans on, it's gonna go with what you wear. It's absolutely gonna go with that outfit. It's one of those wonderful gemstones. It's like a magic formula almost. It just fits. It works. Now I've got a whole load of Sodalite in this bundle. I've got Sodalites in 6 mil rounds. These are faceted rounds, so you've got that lovely bit of luster there. Gorgeous bit of sparkle. You've got another strand here of Sodalite. These are unfaceted rounds. They're highly polished, which is really, really lovely. And they vary in size from 6 all the way up to 14 mil. So you've got gemstones on this one strand that are perfect for earrings, bracelets, right the way up to those statement pendants and earrings as well. And I've got another one of these strands as well. So you've got a double trouble. It is a bit like a double denim. A double, trouble, double denim, double decker, chocker. We're back to chocolate again. You know what I mean? It just crops up. So you've got 4 strands here of your beautiful Sodalite. Now, Dion, if this is like a double trouble, I've been produced by you before. It happened a couple of weeks ago. She's got a knack. She's got a knack. If she says things in my ear like, yeah, it's a double trouble bundle, Carol. This is like a double trouble, but you know what I mean. It's gonna go low. It's basically gonna go low. How do you fancy getting all 4 strands here for under a tenner? Under a tenner. Not under a tenner each, for the whole lot. For the whole lot. Under £10. Incredible. Well done. What a fantastic deal for you today. And the great thing about these, you've got wonderful variances in colour. Every single one of these gemstones is completely and utterly unique, which is just fantastic. This is fantastic quality Sodalite, isn't it? Sometimes Sodalite can look a little bit inky. Sometimes it's a lot more uniform in colour. What I like about this is the variance, the fact that each one is just so different. And I've seen Sodalite in the rough. I've seen massive pieces of Sodalite, which are almost the size of this desk. And to get this gorgeous quality throughout each one of these strands, this is just lovely. Well done. Wow, they are flying out the door. Well done, everyone. Loads of you coming through for this. I've got lots of new telephone bidders today, which is great to see. So lots of new bidders. which is just wonderful. This is a great bundle, I think, Sarah, for someone who's new to Jewellery Maker.
It is, because you've got the rounds in there, but you've got lots of different sort of size variations that can create beautiful interest in your jewellery. And depending on what sort of findings you add to it, it's going to change the look. So if you put silver with this, you get that very sort of classic white shirt and jeans look.
Oh,
whereas if you put gold with it, you're moving down the Egyptian feel.
Oh, lovely.
So you've got so much you can do with one bundle just by changing the findings.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so you just really can shake it up. And if you're a new jewellery maker, there's nothing tricky in that bundle to work with.
You're right, yeah.
But there's lots of interest if you're an existing jewellery maker, because you've got lots of different sizes. So you can then really go to town with your designs, whether you want to bring your wire work in there, or, you know, something like Viking knit, cage those gemstones inside your Viking knit. You can do all sorts with them. So there's so much for every jewellery maker out there.
Yeah. Gorgeous. You know, Sarah's right. If you are brand new to Jewellery Maker, there's nothing too tricky in here. Look at that quantity. It's going down, it's going down, it's going down. There are very, 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 very few of these left now. You've got 4, 3. You've got to get it now. You've got to get it now. It's gonna go. Well, congratulations to everyone who took part in that. Please, if you come in to get this on the web, check out your basket. Now, if you are brand new to Jewellery Maker, you're going to get all these things free. Free Jewellery Maker magazine. Get started with Jewellery Maker. Create it, wear it, share it. There's Paula. Oh, head of channel. She's lovely. You've got lots and lots and lots of information here about all of your basic toolkits. It's a fantastic... Oh, loads of information there about our DVDs as well. Lots of information about findings. Don't forget, if you came in to get that bundle of Sodalite, if you want to get the findings to go with it, they were $9.95 for 100 yellow gold plated copper findings. You also get JM Hub magazine, which is a monthly magazine, jam-packed full, 12 big buys, jam-packed full of information about our guest designers. Lots of workshops which are going to be coming up as well. You also get a Get Started with Jewellery Maker DVD, an hour-long DVD. This is free with your first order. All of this is free with your first order. And it's a great way of adding to that library of techniques which you may already know, or starting you off. It's a fantastic, fantastic starting point. Because when you start a new hobby, it can be a little bit daunting. How to create a wire spiral. It's got a voiceover. It's not just someone's hands. Linda's hands, actually. Anyway, I'll say how to make your wire spiral. Simple, easy, incredible. Right. Now, am I right in thinking, Dion, we've got less than 100 of these, haven't we? We've only got 80. Yeah, we've only got 80 of this strand. Now, that doesn't surprise me, because this gemstone is incredibly difficult to get hold of. It's really quite a rare gemstone. For a gem to be called a gem, it has to be rare, beautiful and durable. This gemstone for me is so different to any other gemstone. It really is so different. And when it's faceted, when it's in a strand like this, it does something very, very special. There's something called pleochrysm in the wonderful world of gemstones, which gemstones like tanzanite and iolite have a lot of. Which is, when you see a gemstone, when you look at a gemstone, it will probably have a dominant colour. So with tanzanite, it's blue. It also may have secondary colours such as purples and pinks and violets which come out of it. That is known as pleochrysm, okay? When you're faceting a gemstone like tanzanite or like iolite, you try and get that dominant colour out of the gemstone. You're not really interested in getting the secondary colours out until you start moving the gemstone. When it's faceted, you want to get that one colour. With Andalusite, it's totally the opposite. Totally the opposite. You want to see as many colours as possible with Andalusite, because this is one of those gemstones which you may have heard of, alexandrite, which is arguably the rarest gemstone in the world, which goes from green to red as soon as you change the light source, so from candescent to incandescent lighting. That's something which can really only be achieved when you change the light source that hits alexandrite. With Andalusite, you get that colour change, but you don't have to take it into a cupboard and get your lighter out and have a look at it. You get it in whatever colour light you're in. You can see red and green in this gemstone at the same time. It is quite an incredible gemstone. It's amazing. Now, in daylight, obviously, daylight is the best way to look at anything, be it gemstones, be it anything. I'm trying to think of a celebrity who will look better in daylight. I'm trying to think of a celebrity. Katie Price. I'm sure she looks better in the daylight than oh, I don't know. Anyway, I'm digging myself into a hole here. Katie Price. Why did I think of her? Anyway, I think she's amazing actually. But anyway, so she's an amazing businesswoman. I think she is. Anyway, you've got an amazing gemstone here where you've got red and green at the same time. This really is one of those gemstones that captivates the hearts and minds of every single person who comes into contact with it. Every single presenter who I know who has presented a piece of Andalusite jewellery before, or who has done one of those fabled, very, very rarely seen Andalusite hours on our sister channels, have just fallen in love with this gemstone. For me, personally, I don't think I've ever seen Andalusite as big as some of these central pieces. Quite often, with your Andalusite pieces that are set into jewellery, they're going to be, oh goodness me, they're going to be really, really quite small pieces. These are enormous. Can you see the reds and the greens coming out of this gemstone at the same time? It's so rare. It's so unbelievably beautiful, isn't it? Just gorgeous. Now, this is arguably the most pleiochroic gemstone of them all. Okay, a gemstone which is immensely rare. To bring you Andalusite of this kind of size is incredibly rare, and it's the biggest piece of Andalusite that I've ever seen. We've only got 80 odd of these, and they're going to sell very, very quickly. I don't know how on earth we've managed to do the price point for this that we're doing today, because if I was to put a price on this morning before I saw the kind of deal we were going to give you, I would hazard a guess that it would be at least a 50 to 60 pound strand, because it is so rare. Has there been a mistake on the pricing of this? Quite possibly yet, because there is no way that I would have ever put a price point on this strand like this. It is incredible. Have a look at your price point today. This is going to go in seconds. It's going to go in seconds. I think it's actually one of the first times I've bought you Andalusite on JewelleryMaker. It's the single biggest carat weight in that central gemstone that I have ever seen of this gemstone. When you get this home, oh my word, you are gonna be the proud owner of an incredibly rare gemstone. I mean, this is the kind of gemstone that a lot of gem lovers want to get hold of. Very few people can get hold of it. It's very, very rare. We've actually, interestingly enough, we've got a web bidder through from Murcia in Spain. This gemstone is actually from Andalusia in Spain. That's where the name Andalusite comes from. It is just astonishingly beautiful, I think. Do you like it, Sarah? Do you like Andalusite?
Because it's just so unusual.
Yeah.
And I think that is something that all people who love gemstones and love making jewellery with gemstones are searching for. We're always looking for that something that's a little bit more different, it's a little bit more unusual. And to have a piece of jewellery that's got so much story behind it, that you can talk about it to your customers. I know that a lot of people who host jewellery parties talk about their gemstones beforehand.
You could talk about this for a whole evening.
Exactly. So it's it's a really great talking point, but it's so, you know, it's so nice to get something that's so rare as well.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, if you as a jewellery maker can get hold of this at that price, there's no thinking about it. Just put it in your basket, get it home, fall in love with it.
Yeah.
And then you're going to make some beautiful jewellery.
That's it. That's allowing yourself to fall in love with a gemstone, which is very unusual, very rare, arguably the most pleiochroic gemstone. And you think people pay thousands of pounds for pieces of genuine Russian Alexandrite, which has got equally as an amazing story, and they don't get that colour change unless you change the lighting state, which the gemstone is viewed in, from incandescent to incandescent lighting. You're getting the glory of that effective colour change, but you're getting it right here in front of you. You don't have to change that lighting state. You're getting that green and that red at the same time in those gorgeous cognac colours. And can you see that one, that enormous Andalusite in the centre of the picture there? It's so reflective. It's so transparent as well. You get these beautiful flecks running through this gemstone. This is a genuine, this is such a rarity. Speaking of rare, we've got another very, very rare gemstone, arguably the rarest variety of diamond, coming up on today's show. It's going to be incredible. It's coming up in the next hour. I'll show it to you in just a couple of seconds. But just have another look at that. Have one last look at that, because that is serious rarity. I can't believe the colour is so beautiful in that. That one there is really catching my eye. Look at that one there. From green to red. If I just pop my nail behind it, you might be able to see it even better. From green to red at the same time. It's just out of this world, isn't it? It's beautiful. Still got more people coming through for that, which is great to see. And by all means, if you want to get 2 or 3 of these and then get them all home, decide which one you want to keep, send the others back, you're more than entitled to do that. But I don't know if we're going to see that again this year. If we do, brilliant. But don't be expecting it. That is so rare. Wonderful. Okay, so text. Brand new text. It's a brand new text. It's from Karen in the West Midlands. I went to that well-known craft stall for the first time yesterday out of curiosity. OMG, the prices were ridiculous. JM is the only place to buy. Boom. Yep. We've got another one as well. From Sarah. I've got another text. It's another text. So this is from Sarah. We are 25 minutes into the show and no Carol singing yet. Well, I have now. I have now, Sarah. There must be gems worthy of Carol's magic. Oh, the Carol magic. Is that what it is? Andalusite. Oh yeah. Should make a song about Andalusite, really, shouldn't I? Andalusite. What rhymes with Andalusite? Bright. It's bright. It's bright. It's Andalusite. Coming up in the next hour. Just amazed at my lyrics. It's great. Red diamonds. Arguably the rarest variety of diamond coming up in the next hour. This is serious rarity. I can't believe I'm holding a strand of red diamonds. When we're talking about the rarest possible colour of diamonds, red is up there. Oh yeah, baby. We've got so much coming up on today's show. Oh my goodness me. We are busy. We are busy. So do make sure you're on those phone lines. You're getting involved on the web as quickly as you can. This is called Brighter Side. It's our first brand new kit today. 3 kits today. 3 kits, all going under £20. How awesome is that? It's brilliant, isn't it? Now, Scott, who's one of our lovely managers, is in today, looking very smart. I reckon he's got a date after the show. I reckon he must do. We've got Scott in today, who is one of our lovely managers, and he was saying that the buying team upstairs, so Hannah Oxbury, who's a member of our JM buying team, has been trying so hard to get hold of seed beads for you. Seed beads are something which we started to introduce at JewelleryMaker. Probably, it must have been about a year, 18 months ago, we started to really get a good stock of them in. Ever since then, they have been so popular. I think there's a number of different reasons why seed beads are so popular. We've got loads of seed beads coming up on today's show, by the way, so you're in luck. They really do cross over that gap, bridge that gap between jewellery making and possibly stitching gemstones onto items of clothing, onto scarves, physically sewing with them, making beautiful tapestry, textured pieces out of seed beads. They are unbelievably versatile. They're very difficult for us to get hold of. they're very difficult to make. Seed beads are very, very difficult to produce. They're actually very expensive to produce as well. If you can imagine, you've got a big chunk of gemstone. Let's imagine a gemstone the size of this box here. To make it into something which is half this size, relatively easy. The tools which you would use aren't necessarily those really, really tiny microscopic tubes tools. There's something which is a lot bigger. To get beads which are this kind of size, to create not only a bead which is this size, but to facet this bead, then to drill this bead is so difficult, is so labor intensive, is actually really very, very expensive for us to be able to source. Now what you've got here is a strand of perfect 4mm faceted rounds of gorgeous agate. This beautiful strand you've got here. Actually, no, these are 3mm faceted rounds of orange agate. They're just gorgeous, aren't they? To put with that, a strand of 3mm faceted rounds of yellow quartzite. You can see where this kit gets its name from. Isn't that beautiful? Really, really pretty colours. Bright, invigorating colours. How about some 4mm plain rounds of red agate? Isn't that lovely? Gorgeous, really hot tones here. Perfect to take us from winter into spring, into summer, into autumn. You've got really, really lovely colours here. And then a final strand here. Have a look at this. Now, this is one of the most delicate strands of labradorite that I've seen. These are 4mm rounds of genuine labradorite. This is really quite special. When you get strands of labradorite, they tend to be larger gemstones. I don't think I've ever seen 4mm rounds of labradorite. So these are perfect to use to make beady beads, bracelets, necklaces, to make your own gemstone chain. We're going to see with Sara just what you can do with these gemstones. I know that she's had a couple of seed bead kits this week, which I think have tested her eyesight. But my goodness me, the jewellery that you can create using seed beads is incredible. They really don't limit you at all. Now, with this kit, you're also going to be getting elastic and beading thread. So you're going to be getting gold colour beading thread and clear elastic. Fantastic. You're also going to be getting monofilament, okay, which is a very, very thin, clear thread. And you're also going to be getting this. This is one of the first times I've found leather cord in a kit. Fantastic. So you've got black leather cord. Now, the black leather cord that you get here, you get 5 meters of your black leather cord. Can't wait to see what Sarah's done with this in the kit. And it's 2mm in diameter. So too thick for the seed beads to be threaded onto, but let's see how Sarah's used it in the kit. You also get a pack of 100 findings, 100 yellow gold flash plated copper findings. And here they are. Now, these are the same findings that we bought you today as part of the early bird special. Bear in mind the price of the findings that we bought you for the early bird special. That was £9.95, wasn't it? Okay. Now, also bear in mind that these seed bead strands do occasionally, and I'm sure that these aren't exceptions to the rule, but they do occasionally work out a lot more expensive than strands which are slightly larger, because it's so much more difficult to be able to facet and drill these gemstones. Now, if these findings as part of the early bird special were £9.95, and today you're going to be getting 100 findings, 4 different threading items, and 4 strands of genuine gemstones, how on earth are we able to do this price? This is incredible. Have a look at your deal today. Give us a call or get involved on our website. £19.95. Now that is amazing. That is like your findings for $9.95, and everything else, those 4 strands of gemstones, those 4 lots of threading materials, for just a tenner. That's incredible, isn't it? When you consider how much work and time and effort has gone into faceting these gemstones. And actually, Ollie, can we just show that recording again? Thanks, Lovey. Those facets that you can see there, they're not irregular facets which are just done haphazardly. They are regular, they are symmetrical, they are perfectly applied. And each one of those gemstones has got so many precision applied facets. It's incredible. It's incredible that we're able to bring you a kit like this for under £20. It really is. Right, let's head over to Sarah, because I can't wait to see the jewellery that she's made. Now, Sarah, you're not limited at all by seed beads, are you? It's something which you're actually a lot more doors open, I think, when you start to use seed beads, because there are so many more designs, there's so many different kinds of designs you can start to make, aren't there?
There are. I mean, you know, you can make daintier pieces that have got lots of sort of beadwork and different types of technique in there. So you can do your brick stitch, you can do your peyote, you can do your right angled weaves, you can do all of those with these gemstones. And so it really does open up the doors more to be able to do it. And you know, with some of the bigger gemstones, you think, right, I only want 1 or 2 of those because they are real features, whereas these lend themselves to being grouped together in different colour sets.
Safety in numbers.
And so you actually get different effects by using them.
That is a stunning necklace there. The shape of it, the difference in the texture to when you're using much larger gemstones, it really is quite incredible. I was saying I was interested to see how Sarah used the leather in this kit. Look at this beautiful knotwork. Isn't that gorgeous? You've used the head pins beautifully there as well. It's a gorgeous Celtic knot there, Sarah. That's awesome.
Yeah, the head pins are anchoring it all together.
Yeah,
and because they've got those parts, why not use them?
Yeah.
Because they just add to the piece of jewellery. We don't need to hide the workings of our jewellery when they're so beautiful.
Look at the workings here. Look at the beautiful workings with the findings and those beautiful little spacer beads. Isn't that gorgeous? That looks it looks really professional, doesn't it? When you start to really look at the detailing of these pieces. These are the kind of pieces which I love seeing with seed beads. It's when you start making your own gemstone links, you can do really unusual weaving work. Now what is that? What would you describe that as, Sarah?
Well, the centre part is just a standard right angle weave where I'm using 6 beads instead of 4.
Lovely.
If you were doing the ladder sort of weave, you'd use 4 beads, but I'm just using 6 there in the centre with those yellow beads. And then what I've done is I've taken 2 extra threads and I've added on and crossed through. I don't know if you can see the little tiny crosses in between each one of the beading thread, like a little kiss. And so that they've just gone through one of the yellow seed beads, crossed over and then gone through the other side. And the reason I did that is I couldn't get 3 strands through the yellow seed beads. I could get 2, so I did it. But if you wanted to do it in a slightly different way, use your monofilament. This is using beading thread, so 2 strands of beading thread go straight through those gemstones.
Lovely.
Absolutely no problem at all.
That's gorgeous. Look at this piece as well. Now, if you're given a kit which has got seed beads and a big 2mm piece of leather, you might be thinking, oh, how on earth am I going to use them together? I'm never going to be able to use the 2 things together. But as you can see here, Sarah's done this beautiful knotwork kit. It's such lovely work, Sarah, thank you. And then, look at that, woven on are the seed beads. Isn't that gorgeous?
I almost didn't get that one to here because my son wanted it.
Really?
He wanted that.
Vincent, no.
No. Put it down.
This is just such a lovely kit. And as you can see, using seed beads just opens up the doors to making such different pieces of jewellery. What technique are you going to show us? Because we didn't actually decide on techniques before the show. I'm ever so sorry.
That's okay. I just winged it. I'm going to do the large leather knot for you.
Oh, yes, please. That would be awesome to see.
Okay. And this is a new one that I've only just learned to do. And it's supposed to be a heart-shaped sort of knot, but it kind of sort of, I don't know, looks like a V-shaped, but it's really nice to do. Okay, so you probably want a meter's length of your leather.
So you get 3 meters, so cut off a meter.
It's 5 actually.
I do beg your pardon, yeah, sorry, 5 meters.
Yeah, but if you have any leftovers, don't panic, because the leftovers from my leather from the necklace made the labradorite and leather bracelet.
Oh,
so those
lovely.
are just offcuts that I had left. So any leftovers you've got, you can use for different things. Okay, so what you do is you start with your leather and you want to be in the middle of it, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to make a loop, and the loop needs to be coming round and coming to the right hand side with the cross on the front.
Okay.
Then what you're going to do is make a loop and take it behind like that.
Yeah.
This is the fiddly bit, because you have to hold all of that and make a loop with your left hand. Okay, and that loop comes up and over the two links in the middle. And if I can get my fingers out of the way, I'll show you where it's gone. So it's gone over these two links,
yeah,
and like so. Okay, so don't worry, it's all looking a bit messy at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this end piece and we're going to go over, under, oops, sorry. Get my leather to work for me.
That's all right.
There we go. So I'm going over, through. I just need that piece to go over that one. Up, down. Oh, hang on, it's not working. Why are we not working?
Naughty leather.
Naughty leather. Let's just organise these.
Sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it?
It does. That's it. There we go. So you go over, under, over, under, over, under, and pull that one through. And then this one needs, can you see I've got a gap in the middle here? If I hold my hand just there, can you see between this piece and this piece that's coming across, I've got a gap.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go over, under, over, under, over, and under. And then just pull that one round, and then what I'm going to do is just start to tighten all of this up, and it will form into a heart shape. I know it doesn't look like it at the moment, but trust me, it will start. And what you need to do is to sort of work from one end, follow it round and tighten as you go, and sort of work one piece around the whole piece, and it'll start to pull tighter.
It's lovely having leather in a kit like this, isn't it?
It is. So as you can see, I'm just trying to pull this one round, and each time you just sort of follow it, and sort of just keep pulling it round.
Yeah, I can see.
And then this one's going to come down here, and then you're going to push the next one up. And eventually you'll get to the point where you can sort of tighten it up, and you can start to see the shapes starting to come. I know it looks a bit crazy, but you can actually start to see the shapes coming. Work on tightening it up until you get it to the sort of size you want. And then what I did was I took another piece of leather, slightly shorter, and what I did was I followed one end, and I followed it around, and I literally went and followed that piece round in exactly the same way.
Yeah.
On the same side. So if you started on the left side of it, keep on the left side all the way around. So I ended up with two pieces of leather like that.
Ah, okay.
And then that gave me that heart-shaped piece. And then what I did was I just, where the leather comes out at the top, the two sides, I attached my heart-shaped head pin, and I'll just show you how I did that, because
lovely.
Oh, that's not a heart-shaped one, that's a heart-shaped one. What I did was I took the tip of the heart and I flattened it, because I want that to sit. So I flattened the heart up so it's on the tip.
Lovely, okay.
Yeah, can you see that like that? So I've just literally tipped it up with my round nose pliers and flattened it. Then what I did, because I want to be able to anchor this, is I just bent it over to create like a little U shape. So I've created a little U shape like that, because that'll allow me to anchor the leather. And it's sort of the first half turn. And then I just put it through like that. I move my fingers, can you see it? Just done it over there. And then all I did was try and hold it all together, and then just twist it round. So you end up, and then you just literally keep twisting
really nice.
that round, and that, once you've twisted all that round, it will hold all of that for you. And you just create a
What's
little
this
loop.
knot called?
It's just a Celtic heart. don't know if it's got a different name. It's a sort of Celtic knot. It's just sort of a heart-shaped Celtic knot.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
And you can find lots of Celtic knots out there, and you can actually just follow with a piece of cord around and going up and over and up and over. You can follow them if you want to, but there are lots of sort of tutorials out there on how to do them as well. But what I did for the bottom, because I wanted to attach my gemstones onto the bottom, but I knew a jump ring really probably wouldn't be big enough to go over 4 pieces of leather. It will go over 2, but it won't go over 4. So what I did was use these lovely earring findings, which you get
gorgeous
in the kit. And all I did was I took my my round nose pliers and worked another little circle onto the end, and then did a very technical thing. I did a squidge and squidged it till both of the loops were over each other, and so you end up with a shape like that.
Yeah.
So that was the first part, and then I put that over my leather, and I put a jump ring through those 2 little loops. Actually, no, I didn't put a jump ring through those 2 little loops. I'm telling a fib. I put the other earring finding.
Ah, yes, you've got 2.
Through the loop.
Yeah, you can see it
like that. And then I did exactly the same thing on the second one. So I've put it through. So I've attached my other one onto it like that. So I've just literally threaded it through, created another loop.
And then you put the jump ring through. Oh,
yeah.
Did you put,
Yeah, and then what you might find is the original loop on your finding is slightly smaller. So you can see this is mine, and this one's the original.
Yeah.
Slightly smaller. What you might find you need to do is just take your pliers, go in, open it up slightly, and make it just slightly bigger so you can get the jump ring through. Can you see how easy that was? So I've got them both about the same size now. And again, I'm going to do that technical squidge with my fingers, so you end up with like an eye shape like that.
Gorgeous. Okay.
And then what you do is take a jump ring through that, and all I did was I created, if I hold that up, on that jump ring before I added it through, just some little charms.
Oh, they're lovely.
And they're really easy to do, and you find out all the information on how to sort of do these little loops and add them onto chain in your getting started booklet.
Exactly, yeah.
So that's just how I added that bottom feature. Really simple.
Isn't
so it's
that
just a
lovely?
beautiful knot. I love it. And
Isn't
I
that
love the
gorgeous?
fact that you can do so many different things with leather.
Yeah.
And it looks so different because it's such a substantial material. It looks different.
It does, and you've actually used very few findings in the pieces which do have that leather cord. It's so fantastic. It's such a lovely standalone material to work with. As you can see, this kit has been really, really popular. We've only got 13 of this kit left at $19.95. It's got pretty much everything in here that you need. It's got your 100 findings, your 4 strands of those incredible sea beads. We've got more sea beads coming up on the show, your leather, and 3 other threading materials as well. Well done. Lovely technique there. Let's go see some of your designs now on the Wall of Fame. We're at the Wall of Fame. Let's see some of your pieces.
I've got number 81, which is a really lovely classic piece of jewellery from Christine Williams. And she says, hello, jewellery maker. I've been making more long necklaces lately, and this is one made with 4mm rutile quartz and hematite. It looks lovely with a little black dress. Loving the Keshi pearls that you've had on lately. I'll have to get some when I have some more cash to spend. And that's lots of love from Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
Chris, that's beautiful.
I love long necklaces. Nice. I've got number 84 here, some lovely suedette. Been sent by Joe, I think, who says, hello everyone. Here's an appetizing howlite set made from JM Gems, suedette and findings. I shan't speak to you anymore if you don't broadcast on Freeview in the afternoons too. And stop telling me what I'm missing. From Disgruntled by the Sea. So we're not going to be on Freeview anymore? Are we not? I think afternoon. Ah, right, yes. So we're on Freeview in the morning. Oh, there you go. Oh, Joe. Well, I like your jewellery anyway.
You can watch online, Joe.
You can watch online.
Yeah.
www.JewelleryMaker.com.
I spend most of my time watching JewelleryMaker online. It's on in my study when I'm making. I've got number 82. And I think this is from Sharon. It says, this is my week's entry for the Wall of Fame. This was my first time using polymer clay. And saw Debbie make one of these strawberries and thought it would be a great seller at school fetes. Had loads of fun making them and can't wait to start my new project. Could really do with a win to feed my addiction. And that's from Sharon. Sharon, we could all do with a win to feed our addiction.
Absolutely.
As number 82. Lovely.
I reckon they're definitely going to sell.
I know, they look good enough to eat, don't they?
They're really stunning. Oh, I love strawberries. This is, wow. Number 85. Look, some lovely kumihimo there as well. From Donna in Stafford, who says, hello at JewelleryMaker. This is a set of polymer clay I have made using the extruder tool. I love the different patterns that can be made using the different shaped discs. I hope you like it. Donna, that is absolutely gorgeous. The extruder is an amazing tool. That's awesome.
And you know, from a distance, that probably looks like a sediment jasper or something like that as
absolutely,
well.
Yeah,
it's just
definitely.
Real or marble almost. It's got a beautiful sort of natural feel about it. It's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. Thank you.
And I've got 83, and this is from Linda. She says, hi all at JewelleryMaker. Linda from Leicester. Is it Links? Leicester. Sending you a creation of natural white sapphire drops and blue sapphire rondelles. Wow. Awesome. Silver chain and clasp. On my stand of these natural white sapphires was an orphan of half white, half blue sapphires seen at the top of the centerpiece. Eventually I made it into a bracelet with the leftovers used as charms. Lucky that it's my birthday gemstone. As in Leicester, it would be too expensive for the craft fair sales, given my experience the latter part of last year. Good luck to all the crafters, and that's from Linda. Linda, you know, it's beautiful that you can make jewellery for yourself with these high-end pieces, and for your fairs, you can use your lower-end gemstones if that's what your market wants. You know, it just depends where. You can have that on
your stall anyway, as like your centerpiece. As a wowzer piece.
Yeah, definitely have it as sort of your wow or hero piece. And, you know, people might not have the money there and then, but they might want to commission a piece from you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Speaking of wowzers, red diamonds coming up. Absolutely incredible. Genuine red diamonds. There's a statement I thought I'd never say on JewelleryMaker. Genuine red diamonds coming up in just a few seconds. I cannot wait to bring you these. It's going to be a biggie.
Join guest designer and polymer clay expert Debbie Bulford for our Extruder DVD. Debbie will guide you through a variety of techniques, including how to create geometric patterns, the soutache and lace look, and much more. To get your hands on a copy, simply contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker. JewelleryMaker ships to the following countries. We offer 2 delivery services, standard and premium. So wherever you are in the world, JewelleryMaker are never far away.
Join silver clay expert Natalia Coleman and take your jewellery making to the next level with this exciting workshop. Natalia will guide you through the various steps of gemstone setting in silver clay and how you can create some beautiful pieces with the addition of some of your favourite gemstones. The full course includes 30 grams of silver art clay, 20 centimetres of fine silver bezel wire, a selection of gemstones, use of all the relevant tools, buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, a chance to meet the presenters and a visit to our studio store. All of this for £119.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 6444 655.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with JewelleryMaker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our JewelleryMaker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy to follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
If you miss a Jewellery Maker show, then simply go to our YouTube page where you'll be able to find hours of Jewellery Maker footage. Search by show, date or type. Alternatively, search by guest designer by using our playlist page. You can also find hours of tutorials with handy hints and tips to give you inspiration. Our YouTube page is updated on a daily basis, so you can access any show at any time. Stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. Oh, this is so special. This is so special. I'm very lucky that that I've been presenting for the Genuine Gemstone Company for almost 7 years now, and I used to present on Gems TV, and we used to do special diamond hours, maybe once a week, maybe once a month. It depended on how many diamond pieces we actually had in stock. And there's a range of diamonds, of coloured diamonds here at the Genuine Gemstone Company called Manhattan Diamonds, which feature yellow diamonds, blue diamonds, and they're not coated diamonds. They're not, because you can get diamonds which are coated certain colours. You can coat a diamond any colour you want. They were all diamonds which have been heat treated, and the rarest and always the coloured diamond pieces which used to sell out first were the red diamond pieces. There's something about red diamonds which I think for true gemstone lovers out there, it is the ultimate coloured diamond. It is the absolute ultimate. I think canary yellow diamonds are always very popular. They can demand incredibly high prices. I know we brought you yellow diamonds on the show yesterday. Now it is my absolute pleasure, my first time bringing you red diamonds on Jewellery Maker. Now, as far as coloured diamonds go, you can coat a diamond any colour you want. When you heat a diamond or when you radiate a diamond, it can change its colour, and it can change it from anything to cognac, to green, to blue, to yellow. By far and away, the rarest colour that I'm certainly aware of. And it was the colour that I know Steve Bennett, who's the founder of the Genuine Gemstone Company, and all my producers and my fellow presenters at the time, the colour of diamonds that we really wanted to see was red. Red diamonds. It is absolutely up there with some of the most coveted quality diamonds that you can get hold of. I don't actually think I've ever seen red diamonds on the high street. It's something which you don't see very often at all. You're looking at the absolute hardest mineral known to man, which always surprises me whenever I see diamonds on a strand like this, drilled. How difficult must it be to drill a diamond? Well, the only thing you can use to drill or to fasten a diamond is a diamond. It is just so hard. It is so resilient. It's the hardest mineral known to man. It's incredible. Now, we want to be able to bring you diamonds here on Jewellery Maker, and the last time I did a birthstone show, which was, it must be over a year ago, we brought you every single birthstone of all the 12 months of the year, apart from diamonds. And with diamonds, we brought you a diamond pendant. And honestly, I remember saying at the time, we haven't got diamonds here on Jewellery Maker. I don't think we're ever going to be able to bring you diamonds on Jewellery Maker. Here's a diamond pendant though, which is from one of our sister channels. Here it is. Less than a year later, we've managed to get hold of diamonds. This is months and months and months of us working and trying so hard to bring you the hardest mineral in the world, diamonds. Now we can honestly say on JewelleryMaker that we can bring you pretty much every gemstone on the planet. Now because of that, and because we're offering you arguably the rarest colour of diamonds, we wanted to be able to bring this to you today for a special price. We looked at this strand this morning and it was a classic JewelleryMaker moment of what is the very, very lowest prices we can offer you this strand for. What is the absolute lowest price? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. If we bring this strand to you at the price we're bringing it to you at, it's just a case of bringing you this strand. There's very, very little in this for us. It is literally a chance for us to offer you a strand of genuine diamonds at the very lowest price we can to get it out there. Now, please make me a promise. When you get this strand of genuine red diamonds home, tell your friends and family about JewelleryMaker, because there are not many people out there, there are not many companies out there that would risk bringing you red diamonds for a price point as low as this. It is incredible what we're doing for you today. Now, $39.95 for genuine red diamonds. We're talking about the rarest of the rarest of the rarest. And today, it is yours. 0800 6444 655. Genuine red diamond, 10 carats. How incredible is it going to look when you, on your craft stall, have got a piece of jewellery, have got several pieces of jewellery featuring red diamonds? $39.95 for an entire strand. Now today we are prepared to go that extra mile for you. By taking this extra little bit of money off, this is everything. This is absolutely everything. It is my pleasure to bring you what I believe to be the first strand of red diamonds we have ever brought to you on JewelleryMaker for under £35. This is a gemstone that when set into jewellery, when we've got red diamonds, you know, gem quality red diamonds set into jewellery, this is easily a gemstone, which when we've got, like I say, the gem quality red diamonds set into jewellery, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds, you know, 3-4 figure pieces. What an incredible deal for you today. And you can see that adamantine luster, you can see that sparkle, you can see that incredible quality that you get from these beautiful rough nuggets of genuine red diamonds. Well done. What a treat for you today. Now, Sarah, have you ever been able to use red diamonds? Have you ever been able to use any of our diamond strands actually from JewelleryMaker?
You know, I haven't had a chance to get hold of them because every time they sort of come in or they fly out.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
And I just think, how amazing is it going to be to have the opportunity to make your own diamond jewellery?
Oh my word, incredible.
And you know, to say to people, yes, it's diamonds, and yes, I made it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've got the design I wanted, rather than having to go to the high street, to the jewellers, and get a design that they wanted to make with them.
Yeah,
you can just make your own piece.
You're so right. There is such a stigma attached to diamond jewellery. Everybody wants that diamond piece. Everybody wants that diamond necklace, that diamond pendant, that diamond ring. And quite often you can be waiting for years and years for somebody to buy you that diamond piece of jewellery. You don't have to wait any longer. You can buy this strand today. You can get this, make your own diamond piece, and as Sarah says, get the design you want. Get that desired quality that you want. Work with one of the rarest varieties of diamond there is and make your very own diamond jewellery. And you as a jewellery maker, you as a jewellery designer, you as somebody who sells your pieces of jewellery and gives them away as Christmas and birthday gifts, You can now say, yeah, I work with diamonds. I work with genuine diamonds. I work with red diamonds. There's not many jewellery makers out there that can say that. What a treat for you today. $34.95, that really is as low as we can possibly go. It's a treat to have this on today's show. It's lovely to see a few new bidders coming through as well for this strand as well. If this is going to be your first strand from JewelleryMaker, goodness me, you are not going to be disappointed. You are going to be the proud owner of the hardest mineral in the world, one of the most coveted gemstones in the world, a household name, and one of the rarest varieties of it. And I can't wait to see your Wall of Fame entries. I really can't. Well done. What a treat for you today. Oh! And a 30-day money-back guarantee. Oh! Well done. Gorgeous, gorgeous treat there for you today. Well done. Now, we've had so much already on today's show, haven't we? We got a few texts yesterday on the show. Dion felt badly enough about some of those texts that she's actually brought you a deal today, because we brought you a findings deal on yesterday's show, and loads of you missed out on that findings deal, and you missed out because either you phoned through that little bit too late, or you clicked on the buy now button that little bit too late. They sold out. There were people buying 3s, 4s and 5s of these incredible findings deals. Now, the early bird today, we bought you 100 yellow gold flash plated copper findings for $9.95. Yesterday's early bird deal, was for 100 silver flash plated copper findings. Everybody went a bit crazy for these. They sold out on the show. We've managed to get hold of some more. So if you missed out for this deal yesterday, I'm giving you plenty of warning. Get on the phones, get involved now. Okay, have a look at this. Have a look at this for a finding. I mean, this is just so lovely. This is your beautiful T-bar heart clasp. Now, Sarah, I want to test you. It is a clasp, but when you look at this, what else do you see? What else could you make this into?
It could be a holder for a lariat style necklace, so they go through the heart. It could be the drop at the bottom, so you could have lots of chain coming off and hanging at the bottom of a neckline piece and have that heart as the focal. I love having these heart-shaped toggles at the side and then just using them differently. But also you could take, if you had the leather through the heart shape, and do like a luggage style loop through. Nice. And have it as a focal point as part of your neckline
that'd
piece.
Be really lovely.
There's so much you can do with them. Yeah. If you're lucky enough to get a double pack, why not have these at the bottom of a pair of earrings as well? You know, if you get them 2 packs of them, that would be brilliant. Yeah. And again, you can use the T-bars if you've got 2 packs, use them for cufflinks as well, so you don't waste any part of the finding.
You see, this is it. You've got great tips there from Sarah, great ideas. But have you noticed that what she said a couple of times during that? If you multi-buy, 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 Tracy, Janet, Joy, Anonymous, it's a good name, Elsie, another Anonymous, Jacqueline, Sheila, you're all multi-buying, I'd get 4 or 5 of these, $7.95 is not your price. Boom! $4.95. 100 silver flash plated copper fine. Hey. You know those awful dreams that you have? Mine normally involve being on stage at drama school, doing a play, and then realizing that I'm naked, and those horrible dreams. This is like one of those, and I'm not meant to be naked. This is like one of those dreams, isn't it? We bring you 100 findings, it's incredible, and then you realize $7.95 isn't the price. $4.95! $4.95! Prime blessed. This is absolutely, the phone lines, the web, it's gone nuts. Look at the quantity. We've got plenty of these to go around. 215, 213, 208, 206. It's going down. It's going down. You've got to get it now. You've got to get these now. I've got people buying packs of 4s, 5. This is just wonderful. Well done. Do you know what, Ollie? You're right. Ollie just said you could get 400 findings here for under £20.
With 4 meters of chain.
With 4 meters of chain. Yes, exactly. With 4 meters of chain. I mean, this is the chain that I'm holding here. This is a meter of chain.
And this is
here we go. Here we go. So that is a meter of chain. You've got, if you buy 4 packs of these, which is going to cost you less than £20, you get 4 times that amount. That is incredible. Glynis, you've got the right idea. You've just come in to get 4 packs of these. It really is as simple as giving us a call and pressing option number 1, I think, isn't it? Speaking to the call centre saying, I want that and I want 4 of them, or I want that and I want 2 of them, or I want that and I want 10 of them. Sarah, if you have a troop of brownies or guides, or you run an after school club, or you run a Sunday school, or you run a it's what? The quantity bar, it's sold out. We've gone from 97 to 0. The quantity bar couldn't actually keep up.
Not surprised.
But what I was going to say was, if you do run a community group or after school club, to have something like these and to stockpile these.
And it means there's plenty for everybody to have a go at. You know, you're not going to be running out of anything. I think the findings packs are beautifully balanced with clasps and earring findings, and everything's been thought out. Yeah. So that if you're making a suite of jewellery, you've got enough findings with that set. I always have findings left over from a kit. Yeah. Always. And you know, I'm making possibly up to 9 pieces of jewellery from a kit. I've still got crimp beads, crimp covers, possibly head pins and eye pins left over, and chain normally. So you've got so much in there. Yeah. And you know, if you do go to any of, as that lady said, any of those sort of high street places you can buy jewellery bits and bobs from, they sell head pins in a little bag, pack of 10. Oh, dear. And you know, the prices they charge, and they're not this quality. No. I have bought elsewhere out of desperation before and wished I hadn't bothered, because they're not worth using in your jewellery, and I ended up taking it apart and using JewelleryMaker findings again because it really wasn't what the finish I was looking for.
Well, there you go. And that comes from a seasoned jewellery maker, a guest designer. Well done, everyone. I will recap the early bird special. 100 yellow gold flash plated copper findings for £9.95. That was the early bird special. If you want to add that to your order, you may as well. You know, if you've just opened your order, which, you know, over 300 packs of these have just gone, so I'm sure some of you have literally just opened your order. You may as well add on the yellow gold flash plated copper findings, 100 of those for £9.95. If you do want to do that, just go for it. And if you want to multi-buy, go for it. We haven't got very many left of these, but just go for it if you want to add them onto your order. I'd do it now if I were you. We've got some finding fiends with us today. We've got a text message from Joan in Derbyshire. Andalusite and Andalusite and red diamonds. Hurry up, Mr. Postman. Oh, whoa, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, Mr. Postman. Oh, yeah, Mr. Letter in your bag for me. Oh, Mr. Postman. Deliver the letter, the sooner the better. I had fun. I had fun singing that. Right. Wire deal. Wire deal. Oh, lovely. So, wire. Blue coloured copper wire. This is 0.4 millimetres in gauge. 100 metres of this. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. 0.4 millimetre gauge wire. This is great for all your finer details, isn't it, Sarah?
It is. It's great for things like your wraps that you're going to be holding other pieces of wire together. So if you've done a structural piece, you might want these to do the binding work and all the sort of intricate weaving. Yeah. So I know the ladies yesterday were using it a lot on Laura's course for all those sort of intricate wraps and all the holding edge jewellery together. But I also use this for crochet with wire. Ooh, looks beautiful, nice. Crocheted. You can use it for all your sort of finer details if you're using gemstones that got a smaller drill hole through them, so you can make your rosary links with this. If you do wrapped loops at either end, it's really secure, but it creates a really delicate chain with those rosary links. And well, it's very versatile. It would work beautifully with the first kit that we had on today, wouldn't it, with those beautiful seed beads? It would, because it would allow you to create sort of that structure with the beads, having this as your base. It would allow you to sort of mould them and manipulate them into lots of different ways. Can you imagine pendants made possibly like a swirl effect of those seed beads with the wire as a core? It would just look amazing. Lovely, great ideas. So 100 metres of your blue coloured copper wire, 0.4mm engage, and then 100 metres of your silver coloured copper wire as well, which again is 0.4mm engage and 100 metres in total as well. Now, judging by the amount of people who came through for all of our findings deals and for our kits today and for our brand new strands, it's gonna go, it's gonna go, it's gonna go, it's gonna go. Do you want to see a price? Your deal today for 200 metres of wire? These deals are just ridiculous today, Dion. Do you say these spools are actually $14.95 each? But the whole deal is actually only $17.95. She's a maniac, and there's no stopping her, and her wire deals are just incredible. They are $17.95 for both spools for 200 metres of wire. These normally are $14.95 each, so that's a really tremendous deal you've got going on there. Blue and silver coloured copper wire, both for 0.4mm engage, both 100 metres in total, and both of them $7.95 is a great money-saving deal. Now, Cassie, if I order these, because they're quite heavy spools of wire, am I going to be paying more in P&P? No. No, apparently not. How much is the P&P? $2.95. $2.95. $2.95. That doesn't matter whether you come in to get absolutely everything from today's show or whether you just come in to get a couple of strands. It's just $2.95 P&P per order. You can order as much as you like. And it doesn't matter how much your parcel weighs either. If you want to come in and get 3 of these deals, 4 of these deals, go for it. You're not paying any more in P&P. $17.95 for 200 metres of wire. That is just incredible, isn't it? Well done. Lots of you coming through for these. Well done. And why not book onto some of our wire work courses? Oh, lovely. Oh, look, there's a Celtic knot there done with wire. Oh, that's really pretty. Who did that? I don't know which designer it was. It was one of...
It's really lovely, isn't it? That's just gorgeous. Well done. Lots and lots of people calling through for these. Oh my word, that's got to be Rachel Norris who made that. Alison. Oh, isn't that beautiful? So some really beautiful detailed work there. That looks like a little stag beetle, doesn't it? Oh, isn't it gorgeous? You could do that with the 0.4mm wire, I bet. Oh, amazing, amazing, amazing. Still loads of you coming through for these. Well done, all of you. That's just fantastic. And wire seems to be the next stage really to genuine gemstones. People tend to start off doing beaded jewellery and then move on to things like wire. It seems to be the next logical and natural step. So why not get involved? Get these in preparation for when you start doing your bits of wire work. Book onto our wire work course as well. Get our wire work DVDs. They're absolutely fantastic. Well done. 200 metres of wire there. Great deal. Well done. Fantastic. Right. Sorry, what was that? Woo! Yeah! Here we go. Now, I think this next bundle deserves a song. I'm just trying to think of a 10 strand, 10 strand, 10 strand bonanza. It's small. It was punchy, but it worked. It served its purpose. Here we go. Jasper. Jasper coins. Here we go. Beautiful gemstone. Beautiful. I love those gorgeous mossy colours. Aren't they awesome? Black rutile quartz. A double strand of black rutile quartz. fuchsia agate faceted rounds. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Lovely berry tones in there. Rose quartz corner drilled cubes. Ooh, these are nice. You don't see rose quartz corner drilled cubes very often, do you? These are lovely. Pink ice. Ice, baby. You've then got crackle quartz, dyed crackle quartz. Lovely colours in there. Purples, yellows, whites, blues, greens, pinks. How about some more lovely jasper this time? Look at these top drilled leaf shaped beads. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh yeah. Aren't they lovely? These would make great earrings. What are we up to now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strands. They've got some gorgeous black banded agate. Really lovely, nice, smooth, lusterful teardrop shapes here. Yeah, they'd make great pendants, wouldn't they? Wire wrap pendants, maybe some lovely earrings. Oh! Strand number 8 is a gorgeous strand of red agate top drilled rounds. This is a fairly new way of drilling gemstones for me. I really like these. I think they're gorgeous. You get the benefit of having the round gemstone because they're top drilled. They're fantastic for dangles, for earrings. They're lovely. Or just put them onto a piece of beading thread and they'll sit really, really nicely. Aren't they gorgeous? Yeah, I bet they're great with macrame and kumihimo as well, aren't they? The top drilled rounds. Lovely. 9th strand is a gorgeous strand of lemon quartz. Look at the clarity on these. Beautiful lemon quartz, gorgeous clarity, beautiful brilliance on these as well. Lots of internal brilliance, lots of internal white light. Lovely strand of lemon quartz there. And the final strand is a strand of bronzite. Bronzite long elongated nuggets. That's strand number 10. 10 strands all in all. They're all so different, aren't they? All of these are completely different, which is what I love more. So, 10 strands. What kind of a deal are you expecting for this 10 strand bundle? What would you expect? Maybe, oh, I don't know, £8 a strand for some of these. I mean, some of these, these beautiful top drilled leaves, these must be at least, I don't know, £7, £8 maybe? Then, of course, you've got these amazing teardrop shaped banded black agates. Then, of course, you've got your stunning lemon quartz as well. And your double strand of black rutile quartz. I forgot about that. Effectively, you're getting 11 strands here. How about we bring you everything here? Everything, all 10 of these strands. And this is a limited offer. There's hardly any of these available. How about we bring this to you for under £50? It's under £30. Boom! That is under £3 a strand. Incredible. £29.95 for all 10 strands. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that gorgeous? 0800 6444 655 for all 10 of these strands. Actually, the equivalent of 11 strands for £29.95. Just gorgeous. It's beautiful! Look at all these. Isn't that incredible? I mean, Sarah, 10 strands of genuine gemstones for under £30. That's incredible, isn't it?
It is. And I just love these bundles just to top up.
Yeah.
And, you know, when I say top up, I mean, you've got so much in there, it's going to keep you going for quite some time. But the price is just amazing and you get so much variety and it allows you to look at those gemstone strands and go, you know what, I'm going to put that one with that one.
Yeah, yeah.
And it just, I always lay them all out on a table and just start picking up different strands and having a look at the different combinations.
Absolutely.
And it might take your jewellery making in a completely different direction to where you are now. It might push you to make a design that you haven't done before, just because you've got variety of shape and colour and size and texture. You've got all of that going, and these are just brilliant. I absolutely love the bundles. I like the thought of getting a bundle like this and thinking, right, I've got something in mind for that strand there, and not really having a clue what you're going to do with the other strands, but knowing that you've got them, knowing that you've got them in your stash. Yeah. Oh, fantastic, just gorgeous. Oh, okay. Sorry,
No, this definitely looks like bronzite to me. Sorry, we're just having a bit of a moment here with this strand. This to me looks like bronzite, but it says tiger's eye. No, it's definitely bronzite, isn't it? This is definitely bronzite. I think it's a graphical error. A graphical error. Yeah, I'm almost 100%. I'm almost 100%. Sure that this is bronzite. The reason why I'm saying it's bronzite rather than tiger's eye is because there isn't any chatoyancy, which is something which you do get with tiger's eye. But you do have kind of like a gold, it's almost like a metallic fleck that goes through bronzite. They do look very similar, bronzites and tiger's eye, but you get less of that chatoyancy, which is what you get with tiger's eye. But having a strand like this, how much jewellery can you make out of this one strand of bronzite? Just 2 or 3 of these at the bottom of a pair of earrings, they'd look awesome, wouldn't they? Like a lovely long pair of earrings.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Really
they work really well if you. What I do with my long nuggets is I size them out.
Whoa!
So
is that like staring them out?
It is a bit like that. You take the smallest ones and put them at one end of your beading board, and then the longer ones at the other, and it's very therapeutic. But what then I do is I then take the longer ones for the centre. And then graduate up to the smaller ones on the outside and make the earrings like that, so they have that real they have a real organic feel, but they look like they've been put together.
They've got a bit of symmetry, yes. Yeah.
And it gives you that real sort of organic feel, but they just work beautifully. And if you want to do that on the neckline, if you've got that 0.4 wire bundle, you can take the silver 0.4 wire through, do exactly the same thing with maybe 7 nuggets on each one. And when you make your wrapped loops at the end, if you just bend them, you actually end up with like a scalloped neckline, and it looks beautiful with the chips. Absolutely looks amazing. I bet it does. And you can mirror those scallops with chain if you want to.
And that would be quite a formed, decadent way of using chips, which is less organic. It's more uniform, isn't it?
It is, but you still got all that organic nature, because they're never. Each scallop's not going to be the same as the next one, because the actual nature of the strand and the way that the nuggets are, it's just going to still have that organic feel, but you've got a lot bit more structure in there.
Yeah. It's 10 strands for under £30, let's face it. It's an incredible deal, it really is. And you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. Hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of genuine gemstones in this incredible 10-strand pack. Well done. Well done to everybody who's coming in to get stuff. Still got people joining us on the phone lines there, which is great to see. It's awesome. Well done. Get it, get involved. We've got so many more incredible deals like this to bring you on today's show. It really is lovely. Well done. I've still got genuine chances left if you want to add this to your order. Well done. And there aren't many companies out there. There really are not many other companies out there that would dare take 10 strands of genuine gemstones down to $29.95. It's wonderful, isn't it? Maybe you came to get our findings offer earlier on. Maybe you came to get our findings offer, and you're going to have beautiful findings to use with this massive 10-strand bundle. But honestly, if you do look at this bundle and you're thinking, I've got an idea for this one strand, but I don't know I don't have a clue what I'm going to do with these other ones, get them home, because having them and just having them and holding them and trying them out with different gemstones and just knowing that you've got them in your stash, you will end up using them. That's a great thing about genuine gemstones. You will always end up using them, because if you think about your taste and what your mum likes, what your sister likes, what your best friend likes, everybody likes something that little bit different. So it's just wonderful to be able to know that you've got all these different shapes and sizes and qualities to call on. Well done. Great deal there. I've got a text from Katie in Cornwall. Carol! I was getting my 2-year-old son Leo dressed this morning and found myself singing the brand new Strand song. Yeah! Woo! Yeah! It's like the other morning I said that I was getting my daughter up. And I could hear my husband in the bathroom. He was having a shave, and he was singing "A Brand New Day" to the Brand New Kit song. He was going, "Brand new day, it's a brand new day, brand new." I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah."
It's so infectious. That
it is. He loves it. Another text. This is. I've just told my partner that some gemstone strands are graduated. He said, "Bless." That means they. Does that mean that they wear a funny hat and We'll start with the scroll. That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? That would be hilarious. They're graduated with the hat with the mortarboard on. I don't know about anybody else's graduation photos, but I look awful in mine. Dreadful. I look absolutely awful. No. I think I've been out the night before. I just look dreadful. It was just awful.
I don't think anybody suits the mortarboard look.
The mortarboard and cape.
It doesn't. It's not a good look, is it?
And the scroll, there's nothing actually on the scroll, is there? It's just a piece of plastic tubing that they've kind of cut, isn't it? It is. And tied a ribbon round. You actually got a scroll, did you, Ollie?
You must have gone to a very posh
I think my degree's from the university. Is the University of Birmingham? I don't know. Yeah, University of Central England or something like that. It was a drama degree. It was a drama degree. We didn't do any writing, but anyway. Another one. Hi to you all. I've just bought. I thought she said I've just bought the virus. I thought, okay. I've just bought the wire. So can I ask Sarah, what size crochet hook would you use with this? Many thanks, Diane. And that was with the 0.4mm gauge wire.
Now, it really depends on the look you're looking for, because the larger scale hook that you use, and if you don't mind, if I just have a little look in my bag, I hopefully got my crochet hooks in here.
About that.
Is that all right?
Yeah, go on
I'm
then.
going to disappear under the desk.
Oh, there she
goes.
Disappearing guest designer trick. Bish bash bosh. Alakazam. Shazam.
Shazam.
And she's back. Woo!
It's like a magic trick. So these are my crochet hooks.
Sip of water.
And depending on the size you use, so they go from little teeny tiny down here, which I use for things like if I'm using maybe Eslon or monofilament, so if you want to crochet with those. But as the bigger you go up the hook, the larger the loop is going to be that you create for each link that you create in your crochet. So if you're looking for that chunky look, I would use the larger crochet hook, which is in mine is an 8mm.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for that finer, delicate look, so you're going to do something like a crocheted ring, for instance, with the wire, I would probably go for something like a 4.5. You don't want to go too small because you need space to be able to work the wire. So, you know, I would go for those sorts of sizes, anything from a 4.5 upwards to your largest hook, depending on the size of the links that you want. So it's up to you really on the design that you're making and the way that you want it to look. So it's a design choice really, but any of those sizes would work with the wire. And you know, you just the way you work it, you just get completely different looks. But I've done wire work rings with the 0.4, and you get like a band shaped ring where you do a row of chain and then you go back and do single crochet until you build it up into sort of a band shape, and then I sewed a gemstone, like a button shaped gemstone on the top of the ring, and it looked beautiful. Yeah. And because you're working with wire, you can stitch it together with the wire, so there's no workings, you're not going to see any of it, it all blends in beautifully. So you can make, you know, if you want to, when you get really sort of advanced with your crochet, you can make crocheted bangles that are flat.
Oh, that sounds nice.
And you can add your gemstones in as you go along, which is perfect for your smaller chips and nuggets. You can actually add those into your crochet as you go along and make bangles, and then you can sew it all together at the back and no one will ever see that stitch because it's all wire. Yeah. It just blends in beautifully.
Well, there you go. Thanks, Diane. Thanks for that text. And I tell you what, I didn't expect Sarah to have a full pack of crochet hooks.
They always in my bag.
Tell you what, always carrying her crochet hooks. Right, so I'm taking this over, yeah? Lovely. Right. Now, we've got our next new kit. Next new kit. It's the next new kit. Next new kit. Oh, it's the next new kit. What's it called? Paint a picture.
Now then.
Are you right, Livy?
I am, but I've just thought that the tool that I need for that, if we want to demo that, and I can show you what I did it on, but it's in my other bag.
What would you like to see a demo on? What would you like to see a demo on? Should we get? Do you want to have a text in? Do you want to have a text in? Can we show the text or not? I suppose we can't show it, can we? Or can we? Can we show the text slide? Oh, we can't read the text though, can we? Our graphics have crashed at the minute, Sarah.
No!
I know. Let's have a look at the jewellery, Sarah, and then we can have a decide what to show.
Okay, fine.
So lovely kit. This has got loads of organza ribbon, doesn't it?
Tons and tons in this kit. It's just amazing, and I barely touched the ribbon at all.
This goes on and on and on.
I know, and you could just go to town.
Beautiful. Look at that. I love the colour of that ribbon as well. Isn't it gorgeous?
No, this is my homage to all the dresses that the ladies were wearing at the Oscars, because there was a lot of people wearing this colour at the Oscars, and it was just so beautiful, and all they were wearing was top to toe, sort of almost these pinky nude colours.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of that design out there, and I just thought that the ribbon was so beautiful, and I just wanted to just make a feature.
It's a really lovely colour, isn't it? It's a kind of colour that I could probably just about get away with wearing. You could definitely wear that gorgeous kind of pink nude colour. It's like a dusty pink. It's beautiful. As Sarah said, there's loads of ribbon in this kit. She's barely touched it, but look at the jewellery that she's made. A beautiful necklace here featuring loads and loads of ribbon. This is really pretty as well. Love what you've done with the ribbon here, and it just ties in beautifully with the blue crackle quartz as well, doesn't it? Isn't that lovely? Really, really sweet piece of jewellery there. Lots of colour in this one, lots of pinks and purples. Really not. I like that pendant now at the bottom there. That's really lovely.
Isn't it just different to have a sort of cross shape, but not to be sort of a specific cross? It's sort of in there, but it's almost, you know, a little floral tribute to a cross almost.
Yeah,
it's kind of like both ways, you know, it sort of has both elements to it.
It's really, really sweet. This bracelet down here is really impressive. I love that minty green organza ribbon being used with the, again, with that beautiful nude colour. Isn't that a lovely bracelet? Yeah, that's really, really sweet. I love these multimedia pieces. The textures are so interesting, aren't they? They're gorgeous. They are. Beautiful bracelet along here as well. Isn't that gorgeous? Like a little daisy. Like a little daisy. Oh, wonderful. Look at this. See, without all the 100 findings that you get in this kit, you just wouldn't be able to make a piece like this, would you?
No, and it just has so much movement and texture to it. I went to town. Those were the gemstones I had left at the end. And I thought, right, that's it. I've got loads of head pins. I'm going to go for it. And I had a piece of chain that was just perfect to make a bracelet. Gorgeous.
And then you've made, ooh, are these in the kit as well?
Yes. Yes.
Oh wow, look at these.
Yeah, so they're on the other necklace as well, in the drops as well.
Oh, stunning.
They are this is a new silver findings pack. It's a different silver
I've never seen this findings pack. I was just thinking.
Yes, new one.
Oh my word.
So these have different findings in completely, which opens up. And you've got the finer head pins in there as well, which is what I used for the little yellow flower.
Oh my word. Look at these findings. So details are on your screen now, so feel free to get involved. Oh wow. Look at these little loops.
They're like sort of a nautical jump ring.
They are,
and they're
aren't
closed as well, so they're sealed. So they're really great for being sort of integral parts of your jewellery making, where you want that secure jump ring effect. And I've used them all over the place.
Look at this. Oh, this is the most wonderful clasp. Look at that. It's heavy as well, isn't it?
It is. It's really substantial.
Really chunky.
And it's a really nice feature piece, and I would not hide that away. I would be using that. And I can imagine if you wanted to just take a little piece of wire round that finding, the actual loop, and just go round the sort of spring effect on it, and just maybe put a little bit of colour in there if you wanted to be.
Oh, what a lovely idea. As you say, you've got the finer head pins in here as well, which are perfect for the seed beads.
They are.
These are super fine head pins, aren't they? They're incredible.
But also
really long.
If you just decide you need just a little bit of wire to bind something together, they're really malleable, so you can use these if you haven't got any sort of 0.4, 0.25 wire. You can use these to create that sort of wire effect.
Wow. They're super long, super fine, and multifunctional as well. You've got the much, much thicker head pins in here as well, which have got the flat, round tops. As you can see, these are much thicker. I'll hold them next to each other so you can see the difference in them both. Look at those. So you can see they're much, much thicker. They've got a flat top on them as well, rather than the ball head. Really lovely variation. Isn't it great to have both? And you've got another pack of head pins in here as well. Goodness me, there's loads of findings.
That's why I had so many head pins left over, because you got 3 packs.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh wow, look at this. Oh, this is nice.
I use that on the earrings instead of as a clasp.
Oh, this is lovely.
Is it a beautiful clasp though?
And I can totally see why you've used them in your earrings as well. They're really awesome. Look at these, and Sarah's used them in the earrings here.
I know. I just kind of made them a little bit different because I needed the clasps to sit differently.
Yeah.
Because the way that they're designed, on one of the ends of the clasp, the loop goes, if you like, left to right, and the loop on the other one goes sort of east-west, east-west and north-south.
Yeah.
So they're different ways they sit. So I needed to add a little bit of chain to get them to sit beautifully like that. So that's why they're a little bit different. But those sorts of earrings where you have one earring that's slightly different, but kind of mirrors the same style as the other one, are quite popular.
Yeah, absolutely. And then of course you've got your ribbon endings as well, which of course you're going to need in a kit like this because you get so much ribbon. Really lovely. And these are lovely, aren't they? Really nice and substantial. Oh, I'm in love with this new findings pack. This is gorgeous. So how many findings do you get? Do you get 100? Does it say? I'm not entirely sure if it says. Anyway, we will double check for you and check those details. So you get your findings pack, which is silver plated copper. Really, really awesome findings pack, this one. Really awesome quality. You get shed loads of ribbon. I'm not going to get these out, otherwise Cassie literally will hang, draw and quarter me. So I won't get these out of their packs. But you get your dusty pinks, blue. Oh, this gorgeous, one of my favourite colours, like an apricot coral colour. Beautiful burgundy tone. Oh, it's more kind of, that's more of a pinky colour. That's interesting.
It is, yeah.
Mint green. I love minty green. Aqua blue. Marigold. Like a goldy tone. And white. 115 findings. So it's not 100, it's 115 silver plated copper findings. That's incredible. Oh, and you get some gemstones as well. You get loads. 3 strands of gemstones. Is this serious? Dion, is this seriously going to go under £20? What? This is absolutely bonkers. Zambian amethyst. What? Rose quartz, dyed crackle quartz, and Zambian amethyst. Right. Zambian, and can you just double check for me, Dion? Has this Zambian amethyst been treated? Has it been heat treated? Oh my word. Right. This strand of Zambian amethyst, I'm not going to say it's from the Coloma mine in Zambia, because I don't know that whether it is from the Coloma mine or not from in Zambia. It is from Zambia, okay? Chances are it is either from the Coloma mine or from another mine in Zambia. I don't want to say it's Coloma mine amethyst, okay? This is untreated amethyst. Almost all amethyst that you will find nowadays is heat treated to a certain extent, and that's just a general treatment which is applied to amethyst. This is not enhanced. This is the colour this came out the ground. This is absolutely natural. Wowza. And this kit with 115 findings, meters and meters of ribbon, 3 strands of gemstones, natural Zambian amethyst is going under £20.
Bonkers. Absolutely amazing price. I can't believe that. I had so much left over, so much ribbon.
I can't actually believe that. I can't believe I'm holding a strand of Zambian amethyst that's going under £20 with all of this. New findings, 150, sorry about the mess on the desk, but there's literally so much in this kit. 115 silver plated copper findings. I want to show you these little jump rings again because they are just adorable. Don't know how many of them you get, but they are absolutely beautiful. Can't believe that. Zambian amethyst for under £20. Actually, part of me hopes Steve isn't actually watching today. He will be doing his knot. Right, you're going to show us a technique, Sarah?
Which one do you want to see?
Oh my word. Right, we've got 9 of this kit left, Sarah.
Oh, crikey. Shall I do a quick demo then?
Let's do a quick demo, shall we? Let's do a quick demo.
Let's do a quick demo. Should we do...
Oh my word.
Should we do... Which one do you want to do?
How quick is that pendant there? I'd love to see that.
That's fairly quick.
This one here.
Yeah.
That is gorgeous.
Okay, So let's do that. Just need to find the end.
I can't quite believe this kit.
Okay.
This is just lovely.
I'm just going to sort of tidy my workspace.
So much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 lots of ribbon.
Wow.
115 findings, 3 strands of gems, 19.95.
Okay. So what I need is
Yes, please.
4 of my hot pink quartz. I'll just get rid of
It's nice that you get a multicolour strand, isn't it?
Do you know, I love the fact that you get multicolour strands because I always tone them out. I always go, right, I'm going to have those ones and use them for this, and then I'm going to do them differently.
You've got your rose quartz around the edge.
Yeah. Right.
Lovely, lovely jewellery.
Okay.
And this is what happens when you get those few extra findings and they're different findings, and you know, you can just make incredible pieces like this.
Okay.
Rightio.
So all I need to remember is there's 5. Okay. How many rose quartz did I use? Okay. Whoops.
Lovely.
Okay. So
now this is presumably something which you could make into a big bracelet. It could be the centerpiece to a bracelet, couldn't it?
oh gosh, yes.
You know, it's a really lovely design, which is multifunctional.
It is.
Gorgeous.
So, what I've done,
you're threading your rose quartz on.
threading my rose quartz on. So they go onto my strand. Let me move those out of the way.
Okay.
So I've added those onto my strand. So I've got 5 of those. I'm adding onto one side one of the pink
crackled agates.
Oh, the agates.
Oh, sorry, quartz. I beg your pardon.
And then what I'm doing, so I've got my 5 and my pink quartz, and then just with the amethyst, I'm crossing my threads and I'm pulling to create my first circle.
Oh, nice.
Okay, and then what I always do with these is I work on one side and then I flip my work and work on the other side. So what I'm going to do is add one of the amethyst, and you imagine you're making the next loop in a mirror.
Yeah.
So it's going to be one of the pink quartz, and then for speed I've left my rose quartz on the strand, so hopefully I can thread these on quite quickly.
I
need to
like
add
that
5 of
speed
these.
jewellery making.
Yeah, 5. That's 3. And all I do is use my
use your beading thread almost as a needle,
almost as a
you?
needle.
Yeah.
So I'm just cross it, getting those off the strand. Got 5 of those on there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass my thread back through the pink quartz, and then I'm going to catch it back through the amethyst I've just added. So if I show you, you see that?
Yeah.
There we
Okay.
go. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that these amethysts push right up to each other, because we don't want to leave a gap. And then the top tip is, if you push these back up to the amethyst, you're just pulling the beading thread through. Push all your beads up to it and pull. You'll get a neater, tighter finish than if you didn't. So that's that side. And then I'm going to do exactly the same on the opposite side. Ooh. Amethyst running away. So another amethyst, another quartz, another 5 of my rose quartz.
Nice.
And hopefully we can get those. That's 4.
I like this. You know all the tricks of the trade, don't you?
Well, I think when you make jewellery, yeah, I think when you make jewellery as often as I do, and I've done that completely wrong, just ignore me. No, it was all going so well.
It's the pressure that we put you under. We only decided on the demo about literally 2.5 minutes ago as well.
That's all right. I just need to do it on this side. Sorry, you need to work round in a circle. That's okay.
This kit has sold out at the minute, but we've put the details on screen for the yellow gold plated copper findings that we did as the early bird special. There's still a few of those left if you want to add that onto your order. This is just such a lovely kit, and Sarah's made so much jewellery from it. Easy to see why a kit like this is just, you know, selling out.
Okay, so exactly the same again, and I find it sometimes easier to get your threads back through if you just pick it up and put it in your hand, and then capture that amethyst again, pull it up slightly and pull all your gemstones around so they're sitting next to the amethyst.
Oh, I see why you have to do it that way around. Yeah, okay.
And then on this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add just one amethyst and cross my thread through the amethyst. So I'm going in the opposite direction because this is going to pull it all together for me. Oop. There we go. I'm going to pull that together. Now you could leave it like that, and then you would carry on and do the next one, and then you'd have your pendant.
See, isn't that lovely? And it just fits on so beautifully. It's just such a lovely feature piece. Yeah, really lovely. I love the way you've used the clasp around there. That's very Sara, Elvin.
Yes.
It's gorgeous. Fantastic. Thanks for that.
It's okay.
Stress. Oh my goodness me.
That's all right.
That kit has sold out at the minute. So well done to everybody who's come in to get that. Should we see you over at the Wall of Fame? Let's see you at the Wall of Fame. Get involved with that early bird special. It's still available for £9.95. Hello there. I've got number 88 here. This is an absolute work of art. This is incredible. This has been sent in by I think it's Sheane in Shepshire, who says, "Hi all at JewelleryMaker. Here is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. As you can see, I've not quite got over my chainmail obsession yet. It's all Debbie's fault. It's a European 4-in-1 necklace made with jump rings, hand cut from JM wire. The shaping at the front took me a while, but I think it turned out all right. It's amazing. Looking forward to the instalment of 3 designer inspirations. Chainmail on 3 designer inspiration chainmail on Sunday. More weaves to play with." Yeah, we've got a chainmail special coming up today, isn't it?
Yeah, Debbie's
the designer inspiration show, which is going to be brilliant. So yeah, make sure that you're watching for that, and that is gorgeous. Debbie's going to love that.
I know, isn't that? It's a work of art, that. And I have 86. I know. And this is from Barbara. She says, "Hi all, I've been making jewellery for a year now and being with you all the way. Not a lot of housework gets done these days."
Oh, don't worry about it.
Don't worry. You do it and it needs
Barbara.
doing again. So it's just leave it and let you build up and do it in one big fell swoop.
Oh, that's a good idea.
This is a bridal commission, all cultured pearls and wire from JewelleryMaker. The bride is very pleased.
I bet she is.
Meeting the bridesmaids this weekend. And that's best wishes from Barbara. Barbara, I am not surprised. How gorgeous. And to feel so special on your wedding day to have a bespoke handmade piece of jewellery. Perfect.
She's going to look amazing in that. That's gorgeous. Number 89 here. Lovely piece. Really beautifully displayed. Nice piece of labradorite in the picture. From Sue, who says, "Hi JMers." Hi Sue. My latest entry to the Wall of Fame. Everything used is JewelleryMaker. A bead scoop incorporating quartz, amethyst, fluorite and rose quartz, along with chain and wire and a toggle clasp. Cones are made using the Wags Y cone. Oh, we're going to see that on the DVD. Bought from JM. First attempt was on monofilament, which when crocheted gave a tighter grouping, but was finding it increasingly difficult to maintain the crochet, so resorted to 0.25mm wire. Have to restrain myself from buying at the moment, as we have far too much stuff needed to be making rather than buying. Hoping to see my entry on the show. Love the design and inspiration shows at the moment. I have my favourites, but will always find something in every show to inspire. Oh, that's the right idea. So thanks a lot for that, Lovey. And that's gorgeous. Thank you. Beautiful.
And I've got 87 here, a beautiful piece of wire work, and this is from Mo. She says, "Hello to everybody at JewelleryMaker. Hello. Here is my entry for the Wall of Fame." This is a piece that she entered for a competition where the designer takes you so far through the design and you have to finish it. I used 0.6 black and 0.4 pink wire. The small mother of pearl bead was in a swap she got from the lovely Hannah Oxbury quite a while ago. And she used pink jade to highlight the piece, and she says, "I hope you like it." Well,
that's lovely.
Mo, we love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Lovely detail on that piece. That's gorgeous. And number 90 here, talk about neat wire work. This is exceptional. It really is. From Vera Bell, who's from Gateshead. "Hello to everybody at JewelleryMaker. This week's entry to the Wall of Fame is my very first cuff bracelet made with copper wire and ocean jasper, both from JewelleryMaker. It isn't perfect, but I'm pleased with my first attempt." I think that's amazing, Vera. I've only been wire wrapping. Oh, get this, Sarah. "I've only been wire wrapping for a few weeks under the guidance of my friend Una Gibson, and I've also learnt a lot from your shows and DVDs. I always wanted to do wire work but didn't think I'd be able to. I'm so glad I tried. I'm well and truly hooked. Good luck to all my fellow Wall of Famers, but a win would help me get more wire. Love to you all, Vera. Vera, if you've only been doing wire wrapping for a few weeks, I don't think there's any stopping it. You really have. It's so neat and precise, isn't it, Sarah? It's gorgeous.
And what you say about it not being perfect, wire work doesn't have to be.
It that's a great thing.
It can have that beautiful nature to it. And I just think, I can't see any part of that that's not perfect personally. It's
wonderful.
But, you know, it's one of those things, it's just so organic. And I was looking at Laura's work yesterday from the workshop, and all those pieces, they're just so beautiful and also different. And I love that about wire work. It can be so different from one person to the next. It's brilliant. I love that.
That's gorgeous. Thanks a lot for that, Vera. Right, where are we going now, sweetie? Ooh, do you fancy an amazing strand of genuine ruby? Yes. We've got this strand of ruby coming up after the break. There's a little surprise in store for you as well. There is nothing that can prepare you for just how low we're going to go with this strand of ruby. It's coming up in just a couple of seconds. Woo!
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from JewelleryMaker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with JewelleryMaker. If you love classic jewellery, then why not come and join guest designer Gemma Crow on our vintage workshop. Gemma will guide you through various beading and wirework techniques which will inspire you to create timeless designs from a bygone era. The full course includes a selection of wire, a selection of findings and charms, a bead scoop, use of all relevant tools and equipment, a buffet lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio and a visit to our Gemstone museum. All of this for just $69.95. Have a blast from the past and take home some amazing designs. For further information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Get involved with JewelleryMaker by sending the studio a message during our live hours. You can send a text to 60777 and start your message with JM Studio, or alternatively, go to our website and click on Watch the Live Show, simply type your message into the box and press send. Make sure you stay tuned in case your message is read out. Get interactive with JewelleryMaker.
Join guest designer Gemma Crow for our Adventures with Beading Thread DVD. Gemma will guide you through a variety of techniques from basic to more advanced ways you can use beading thread, including how to create flowers, weaving and plaiting techniques, and much more. To get your hands on a copy, simply contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Right. This is seriously exciting. Ruby on JewelleryMaker today. There are some gemstones, aren't there? There are some gemstones which are household names. Diamonds, we've had those on the show today. Sapphire, emerald, ruby. It's a gem. It's not even a gemstone. It's something which is more than that. It's in everyday lives, isn't it? It's in our everyday lives. Ruby. Now, we brought you a strand of red diamonds on the show today. Rarest of the rare. You now, as a jewellery maker, as a jewellery designer, if you came in to get that strand, and there's still some of those available if you want to get it for $34.95. You now, as a jewellery maker, as a jewellery designer, can now say, I make pieces of genuine gemstone jewellery which feature diamonds. How would you like to be able to say the same thing about rubies? Now, as you can see here, the colour of this strand is beautiful, isn't it? And what I love so much about this strand is the shades of ruby that you get. In fact, all of this ruby is from Africa, but you can see that you're actually getting pretty much all types of ruby colours represented. So you're going to be getting the pinks, which are more indicative of Thai ruby. You're going to be getting the really deep reds, which are indicative of African ruby. You're getting the cherry, the kind of morello cherry colours, which are indicative of beautiful Indian ruby. You're getting the best of the ruby world here, which I think is wonderful. It's all very well getting a strand of gemstones which is uniform in colour and uniform in quality, but when you get a gemstone which is as diverse as ruby and different locations of ruby, you can get almost a completely different looking gemstone. Isn't it lovely to get an entire strand with all of those colours represented? Now today we have got a special deal for you. I'm not going to lie to you, we've got a big quantity of these. In fact, we've got over 300 strands of ruby here, which is unbelievable, incredible. Because we've got so many of this strand, because we've got over 300 of this strand, we're going to do something special on the price. Now, there is obviously only so low we can go before we start to lose an awful lot of money. But Dion has been given permission by Scott, name checking him, Scott Stone, find him on JewelleryMaker on Facebook, has been given permission by our manager to take this strand of gemstones far lower than where we should. And the only reason is because we have over 300 of this strand. If we had 100 of this strand, forget it. Forget it. The price point would be much, much higher. Today, we want all of these to go. Today, I'm confident that they're all going to go. Today, I'm confident that over 300 of these strands of ruby, of multi-shaded ruby, are going to go. Why? Because of the price. Now, what price are you thinking? This is awesome, isn't it? $24.95 for genuine shaded African ruby. We're going low. We are going low. You are going to under £20, under £20 for genuine shaded African ruby. This has got all of the shades. This has got all of those incredible shades of ruby that you would expect to get from all of those awesome locations, from Thailand, from Africa, from India. You're getting all of those shades, one strand, under £20. The only reason why we are going so low is because we have got such a big quantity. I've got loads of people who are multi-buying this. If you want to multi-buy it, now is the time. I cannot think of a better time to multi-buy than now, because I cannot think of another moment on JewelleryMaker when we are going to be able to bring you genuine ruby with this array of colour for such an incredible price. Really, honestly, we shouldn't be below 20. We shouldn't really be below 30, should we? But we're under 20. Absolutely incredible. Incredible. Now, you've got some of the really large rubies in the centre of this strand. Have a look at some of these really large ones. Do with these what you want. Personally, I would use some of these large ones maybe to make a beautiful centrepiece on a ring. I'd make a gorgeous ring, maybe using some of the new Kumihimo techniques, which you're going to find on our new Kumihimo DVD, which is out soon. Make a beautiful Kumihimo braid and then just attach a couple of the rubies at the centerpiece to make your very own either solitaire or trilogy ring. Some of the smaller gemstones I might even sew onto birthday cards. Sew them onto birthday cards. Sell them to people who are born in July, because it's July's birthstone, or for a ruby wedding anniversary. Make those really special landmark pieces. Now, in a ring. Say if you were to make a trilogy ring, you're going to use 3 of them, aren't you? So let's say even the 3 biggest ones, 3 largest ones there. If you got some really lovely wire and you did a Kumihimo braid around the finger with 3 of these in the centre, how much would you sell that handmade piece of jewellery for? Goodness me, if you sold that piece of jewellery for £20, I think it would be an absolute steal. You've then got the rest of the strand to do what you want with. Because it's ruby, because it's a household name, because people have heard of it, people will, rightly or wrongly, people will want it. People will want to buy it. People will want to buy your pieces of jewellery because they feature ruby. Now, as you can see here, we've gone extra specially low. You don't need to tell them that you paid less than £20 for the entire strand. It's ruby. People have already got that incredible idea about how much ruby should cost. Maybe you've seen pieces of ruby jewellery in your local jewellers for hundreds of pounds. Well, yes, and I don't think that that's overpriced at all. I think that some of those pieces are absolutely incredible. But it just so happens that here on JewelleryMaker today we're offering you quality African ruby with all of those shades, with reds, morello cherry colours, with the orangey reds, with the pinks, with the violets coming out of them for under £20. It really is tremendous. And like I say, the only reason why we're taking this price so low is because we've got so many of them. Now at the minute, I've got a caller in Ayrshire, I've got Nazima, I've got another caller in Bristol, I've got Elizabeth, I've got Joanna, who have all been multi-buying. 2s, 3s. If you want to come in and get 3 or 4 of these, go for it, because you can get these home, decide which ones you want to keep, send the others back. You know, you haven't lost anything. Sarah, is one thing making pieces of jewellery out of beautiful gemstones. It's another thing being able to make beautiful pieces out of gemstones like ruby and diamonds, but it's another thing being able to get rubies for a price point like this. I mean, it's easily £10–15 lower than where I think we should be, but it's not about what I think, it's about what we can do for you. It's amazing, isn't it?
It is. And you know, you've got such quality on that gemstone.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got so many different varieties of colour and tone and hue coming through, but they're all beautifully graduated out for you. They've done all that hard work, that colour toning, it's all been done for you. So if you wanted to just take them off, put them onto a sterling silver head pin, 3 at a time, and make a single pair of earrings with 3 different tones of ruby on, possibly with a sterling silver spacer bead or a gold-plated sterling silver spacer bead in between. How high end?
Yeah, and how much would you sell those earrings for? If you sold those earrings for between £15 and £20, that's a strand paid for. It's incredible. And the great thing is I've got so many of you who are multi-buying. Marion, you've come in to get 4 of these strands. You've got the right idea. Pamela, you've come in to get a couple as well. That's really wonderful. Linda from Staffordshire, you've come in to get 2. It really is great that you're recognising not only the quality in front of you here, but the deal that we're offering you. It is a very special deal. We really shouldn't be this low. £24.95 I think even is really pushing it. That really is, you know, a very, very low price. Like I said, the only reason why we're going below 20 is because we had over 300 of these. Now, I got a text on screen. Yay, got the ruby. This is from James in Greater London. Yay, got the ruby. I have now got top trumps and got a strand of each of the big four. You see, this is it. This is something which a year ago on Jewellery Maker, I don't think I'd have been able to say that. Definitely not ruby. Sorry, definitely not diamonds. Possibly ruby. Probably not emerald, but maybe sapphire. But I tell you what, ruby, with this variety of shading and colour, for under £20, I definitely wouldn't have been able to say that to you. I definitely wouldn't have been able to, hand on heart, say that to you. Maureen, well done. You've got a couple of these as well. I've still got loads of you calling through. It really is wonderful. It's just incredible, isn't it? Shaded ruby. And as Sarah says, getting all of this quality, all of this variance and colour on one strand is very unusual. Amanda in Northamptonshire says, little birthday present for myself, got the ruby, laid in bed with a cold and a big bar of chocky. Yeah, that's the way to get over a cold. My mum always said, starve a fever, feed a cold. I just say feed everything. If you're feeling a bit under the weather, just eat. Just eat. Comfort food, just eat. It kind of helps a lot, doesn't it?
If my children are ill, I always go, right, you've got to have soup, you've got to have
chicken soup,
you've got to have that comfort food, and they're like, but we don't like soup, it's good for you.
Tough, you're having it.
Yeah.
But you know, it's great, and I hope you're feeling better soon, Amanda. But well done, Janet. You've come in to get 2 of these as well, and so's Hazel in Tyne and Wear. Loads of you coming through just to get 1 strand, which is absolutely wonderful. But like I say, I don't know when we're going to be able to offer you ruby of this quality with this amount of colour and variance and tone for under £20. It really is something which is very, very special indeed. So many of you have already said yes. Please don't forget you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. Please don't forget as well, you're only paying £2.95p per order. And please don't forget that the only reason why we've gone this low is because we had, past tense, so many of them available. Elizabeth, well done to you as well, my darling. You've come in to get 2 as well. Sorry, say that again, though. Who said that? Oh, sorry, your family. I'm doing a shout out for you. Right, Dion wants me to say hello to Denise, Deanne, Destiny, Dee, Carlos, Marjorie, Kyron. Hi. I thought everyone's names were gonna begin with D then. Hi, that's Dion's family. Isn't that nice? Anything else you'd like me to do? Sure? Box number 3 now as well. I tell you what, it's just she works me. She works me. So you're originally from London then, Dion? You've got a lot of family in London. Oh, fantastic. That's awesome. Whereabouts in London? South London? North London? South London. I lived in Peckham and Camberwell. South East London, that's where it's at. I lived there for years. Oh, I love Peckham and Camberwell, it's awesome.
I used to live in Wandsworth.
Wandsworth, that's southwest. Yeah. Very nice. Look, Wandsworth is awesome as well.
Yeah, I live in Twickenham now, so I've moved a little bit further out.
It's a little bit more upmarket, isn't it, Sarah? Goodness me, a bit more upmarket, but yeah, equally as beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's nice because it's a little bit quieter than Wandsworth was. Because Wandsworth was a bit sort of bustly. Yeah.
There you go. London's great, isn't it? London's awesome. Well done, everyone. I've still got more people coming through for that ruby. There's still some of those left if you want to come in and get those, so please go for it. You thought that was amazing. I've also got coming up on today's show. They call it Sapphire. They call it Sapphire. Sapphire. Sapphire coming up on today's show. Boom. Oh, wow, look at that. Doesn't that look lovely? That's coming up as well, so don't go away. Here we go now. Fantastic deal for you. Ice baby. Vanilla ice baby. Stop. And listen. I wish I knew the words. I don't know the words to vanilla ice baby. Stop, collaborate and listen. That's all I know. Ice is back with a brand new edition. Who cares? Who cares? Oh, vanilla ice. There you go. Right, so this is called ice ink. Oh no, including. Right. Ice ink? I thought, wow, it's unusual. Right, white quartzite plain 3mm rounds. Oh, got those seed beads again. Seed beads. Beautiful. Go well with that first kit today, or with that beautiful wire deal that we bought you 200 metres of wire for $17.95. So beautiful 4mm rounds. You've then got your gorgeous crackled white quartz 8mm coins. Lovely, 90 carats there. Ooh, like shattered ice. Oh wow, hearts. Beautiful hearts of howlite. 10mm hearts. These are gorgeous, aren't they? I do love howlite. It's such an interesting gemstone, isn't it? I love the kind of matrix veining that you get going through this gemstone. It's such a lovely, lovely quality. Yeah, gorgeous. Then a strand of white quartzite ovals. I can see why this is called ice. Oh my word, what's this? Look at the faceting on these. Ooh, mama, look at these. Wow, they're really sparkly. Clear quartz faceted coins, they're 8mm in diameter. These are super sparkly, aren't they? Faceting on those is just delicious. So that's 5 strands, and then a strand of genuine freshwater cultured pearls. Genuine freshwater cultured pearls. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So that is 6 strands in front of you there. Really, really beautiful. Now, the great thing about having white gemstones, clear gemstones, is the fact that they are your blank canvas gemstones. They are your stash essentials. You can never have enough white, silver, grey gemstones in your stash. You can never have enough. You can never have too many. They're really, really wonderful. 6 strands here, all very different, all looking awesome. Your price today, $21.95. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? That is pretty amazing. That is less. How much? Yeah, £3.65 a strand. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Now, think of your white quartz faceted coins at $3.65 a strand. Think of your pearls for $3.65 a strand. I'm sorry, but if you just simply got a piece of elastic and made a stretchy pearl bracelet, you'd sell that for more than £3.65, wouldn't you? If you put a little charm on there, maybe, what, £8–10 maybe? Maybe even more. This is what I mean. When you get your gemstones from JewelleryMaker, we kind of take all that into consideration, and we really will go as low as we possibly can. But when it works out to less than £3.70 a strand, why would you ever bother getting synthetics again? Because these are genuine gemstones that you've got going on here. And we're not talking about just plain rounds. These are faceted coins. Faceted coins here, faceted coins here, heart-shaped beads here. How difficult is it to achieve a heart shape with a gemstone? It's quite incredible, isn't it? Well done. And again, if you want to multi-buy this, just go for it. Great for those bridal pieces as well. Isn't that lovely? Well done. The wedding season is upon us. It really is. All those wedding fairs are starting up at all the hotels in our area. Wedding fairs tend to take place, what, kind of April, May time, don't they? And people kind of start shopping for next year, this year. They're really starting to happen now. I'm hearing them advertised all over the place, wedding fairs, and some really sort of, substantial ones as well. So, but, if you are selling your jewellery for bridal, and this is very, very bridal, when you're saying that bracelet for just a pearl bracelet, just have a look. If you go to any of the bridal shops or any of the bespoke bridal jewellery makers, that you can have a look at and do your own research. Just things like that for flower girls. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, are so expensive. They're not £8–9 with a charm on them. Yeah, they're nowhere near. They are an awful lot more. Yeah. And some of them arguably don't even have genuine gemstones in them. No. It really is quite surprising what you can find. So and when you do come to sell these pieces on, don't undersell yourself as well. People are often quite suspicious if prices are too low, aren't they? when you sell pieces on. Anyway, congratulations to you all. I've got a comment here from Mick who says, "Hi Carol, I just bought the bundle for my friends for our wedding in April. Sorry, for my fiance. Oh, you are lovely. For our wedding in April. Isn't that nice? I hope you have a wonderful wedding. Congratulamundo. That's lovely. Are you going to any weddings this year, Sarah?
No, I haven't got any this year. Not at all.
I think I've got a wedding reception to go to, and I've already been to my wedding. I did a reading at one of my best friend's wedding. Yeah, I picked a reading called "Why Being in Love is Like Owning a Dog." It was really good. It was really good. It was really good, and there was a really beautiful bit at the end of it, and I can't remember what how it was exactly written. But imagine people who have nothing in common but love. So people who have nothing in common but dogs stop and talk to each other in the street. So people who have nothing in common but love stop and talk to each other in the street. Throw it away, and love will bring it back again and again, just like a dog. But most of all, love needs love and lots of it, and in return, love loves you back. And in return, like a dog gives you unconditional love. It's true. Why being in love is like owning a dog. Love leaves you little messes for you to clear up. Right. Here we go. Coral. One of my all-time favourite gems, this. Love, 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 love coral. Coral is wonderful. It can be dyed all manner of colours, and here we have it with this gorgeous cherry red tone in two of these, and then this beautiful baby pink shade as well, which is just lovely. Isn't that gorgeous? And when you get really close to coral, you notice all of its little pores, all of its little all the banding that goes through this incredible genuine gemstone. It's really lovely. So it's much more than just a solid block of colour. You do get lovely bits of texture going all the way through these, which is just so sweet. So 3 strands of gorgeous coral, red coral and beautiful baby pink coral as well, beautiful rice beads, which you can incorporate into your beautiful seed bead pieces. Do you want to see a price? Here it is! Yeah, under £10. Incredible. What a treat for you today. Just over £3.30 a strand each for gorgeous, gorgeous coral. Such a lovely gemstone to wear as well. It doesn't feel as cold as other gemstones against the skin. It warms very, very quickly. And pieces like that, rice beads like this are lovely to use in designs, whether it's into a little ladder weave design, or it's in a or it's on the end of a tassel as well. Really, really pretty. Rice beads are lovely shapes, aren't they, Sarah? They've got a lovely shape to them, I think.
They are, and they work really well with the shaped beads, because they can, you know, if you do them in a ladder weave, they can space them out, or, you know, if you use them in earrings, you get that really lovely elongated look.
Yeah, nice.
So they are a really nice shape to work with. And when you've got lots of different rice beads together, you can create, you know, those bespoke sort of floral feels as well. You can wire lovely. And things like that, so you can wire them into flower shapes. You can use them in lots of different ways, and I love them in bracelets because I think they just look so different if you just have the rice beads and you do them in a ladder weave.
Oh, nice.
So you actually have them, instead of them going lengthways around your wrist, they actually sit the other way around, and they look beautiful.
Yeah, and you could put little spacer beads on there. That'd be really nice, wouldn't it? Isn't that gorgeous? Really, really lovely. And as Ollie was saying just a couple of seconds ago with the pink strand there, perfect for the wedding season as well, if you want to make those pieces for bridesmaids, for flower girls, because you've got that really gorgeous, delicate pink colour as well. Really lovely. Oh, Sheila just bought me a bit of cake. Cake.
With cream.
With whipped cream? Is that homemade? What do you mean it's not homemade? You bought it from the supermarket. Thank you. Lovely lady in the Sunday Experience has bought the cake. Thanks. Gorgeous. What was I talking about? I can't remember. The wedding season, I think. Oh, I don't know. Well done to Gillian. You've come in to get 2 of those. Corner in West Lothian as well. You've come in to get a couple as well. Well done. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now, numero... What's... 6. Numero 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Numero 6. Sí, muy bien. Bueno! There you go. Haven't got any trips to Spain planned this year, actually. My in-laws have got a villa there, and I like to go and practice my Spanish. Seriously, I can speak about 2 phrases. I can order a beer, that's about it, and a sandwich. Do you speak any other languages, Sarah?
A bit of French.
Ooh la la!
My husband's fluent in Afrikaans.
No way!
Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
Because he lived out there, although he's English, he lived out there from the age of 6. So he went and did all his schooling over there. And so he speaks Afrikaans fluently, which is quite funny.
Afrikaans is kind of, it sounds a bit Dutch, doesn't it? Is it kind of Dutch?
It's the Dutch, it's the South African Dutch. It's what they speak.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a version that is changed over time in South Africa, and they call it Afrikaans.
Wow.
So it has got a lot of Dutch words in it.
Ooh.
And it's quite funny if we ever go back there that nobody expects him to be able to understand what they're saying, and it's caught a few people out.
Oh, how funny. Absolutely. There you go. I'd love to be fluid in another language. Right, another bundle here. This is jet black. It's called Dressed in Black. Here we go. Top drilled rounds. I'm loving these top drilled rounds. I think they're gorgeous. Imagine how difficult that must be to drill the gemstone, not through the centre, but through the top. It's quite incredible. Listen, I don't know how that's achieved. They must have to kind of clamp the gemstone, or I don't know. It's really quite tricky, isn't it?
Because normally they hold the gemstone, don't they, in their hands?
Sorry, say that again, Dana.
Normally they would just hold the gemstone, wouldn't they?
Yeah, it must be really tricky to do. But anyway, still, really impressive though. Faceted rounds here of black agate. These are 10. No, they're not. They're bigger than 10 mil. They're 14 mil rounds here. Boom! They're big, aren't they? And then you've got your 10 by 14 millimeter black agate faceted drops. Now look at that for luster-tastic. Can you see the luster there, Kerry? Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. It's like a... See, that just looks awesome, doesn't it? That is in daylight simulation, basically. And what you're seeing there is luster, which is light reflecting from the facets, the flat surfaces on the gemstone. Really, really lovely. Glossy and just beautiful, like a pair of patent shoes. Then you've got scale mail. Oh, love this stuff. Scale mail. You've got large aluminium scales here. Oh, Sarah's had a dabble in scale mail. So you've got large anodized aluminium scales here, 50 of your large black scales, and then you've got 100 of your smaller black aluminium scales as well. So they look really unattractive in the bag, but sorry. You also get black polymer clay. Ooh. You also get a smoky quartz sterling silver. Oh, hang on. Smoky quartz sterling silver charm. Hang on, with a lobster claw clasp. Yeah, pick it up. There it is, which is just delicious. Isn't that cute? Such a beautiful 95 sterling silver charm, and you also get 5 meters of black leather cord as well. This is gorgeous, this bundle. There's so much you could do with this. We're going to bring your price on screen in just a couple of seconds, and we'll find out what how Sarah would even begin to use these. That's quite incredible, isn't it? 3 strands of genuine gemstones, loads of your aluminium scales and your polymer clay and your leather. There's a lot here. $24.95 though is not your price. We're going lower. $21.95 for all of this. Now, Sarah, there are so many reasons why I would come in and get this bundle. First of all, the gemstones are great, the leather cord, great, but also, if I'd never had to go with polymer clay before, or I'd never had to go with scales, it's a great way of getting your scales and your your scales and your polymer clay just added into a deal for a great price, isn't it?
It is, and you know, if you're the sort of person who does do polymer clay, black is one of those colours you always want to restock anyway.
Yeah.
But also have black scales. Are they really sort of sophisticated?
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
And add to that sort of nighttime feel. I can imagine a real bib style necklace made out of those. Using maybe the polymer clay to enhance the beads you've got there, make your own beads possibly with, if you've got some white polymer clay, maybe go and actually just put some white running through, get that marbled feel coming through. But I want to use that leather cord and those scales together and try and make some sort of braided,
the black leather cord would be great with it,
neckline piece where I've threaded on to the leather, the scales, possibly going through one direction that way and through one direction that way with the leather, and they would hang flat then, and just row that up into maybe 3 rows of the scales. Yeah,
that would be nice with the leather cord, definitely. Ollie, did you show a picture then of some scale mail pieces? It'd be lovely to see some. Yeah, see that is really, really pretty, that necklace there. That's such a striking piece. And as Sarah says, using it with the black leather cord, that would give you the most incredible effect, especially if you did maybe a bit of a Celtic knot design like Sarah showed you earlier on with the leather cord, and using the black scales with that. Oh wow, that would just be the most incredible feature piece, almost like what's that film, Black Swan. Oh yeah. You know, she wears that beautiful costume because the black scales would look like feathers. Then you'd have the gorgeous cord as well, and using the polymer clay as well, making your own polymer clay black beads, maybe incorporating, as Sarah says, maybe some of the white polymer clay or maybe some of the mica powders to give you some gorgeous shine and glittery quality. That would really be lovely. This could be the beginning of a beautiful hobby for you. Well done, $21.95. Isn't that gorgeous? Really, really pretty. Right, now, we've got EfColour coming up in 1 game's time. It's going to be good fun, especially considering as I've never seen, other than the pieces which Sara showed me this morning, I've never seen EfColour in the process of it being used. So it's going to be really exciting. But first, I've got something else very exciting. Sapphire. Now, got a bit of a confession to make. The red ruby strand that we bought you went very, very well indeed. Hundreds went. Okay. So there's clearly a lot of you watching today. There's clearly a lot of you who love the diamonds and the ruby and all manner of things that we bought you today. So we're doing something special for this strand of sapphire. I just want to draw your attention first of all to the variance in colour you're getting there. So again, like the ruby, you're getting a huge variety of colour. Is this from Thailand, this sapphire deal? And you're getting everything from your almost clear sapphires through to your licorice blues, through to your licorice blacks almost. It's really beautiful, isn't it? It's African. Wow, incredible. So this is African sapphire. Now, you've got that variance in colour, and you can see it here. I mean, Kerry will just show you from basically one end to the other, and it really is quite incredible. The blues that you get. This will go so well with the Sodalite bundle we bought you earlier on. Look at the length of this strand though. It's a 23 centimetre strand. Now, to be able to give you approximately a 23 centimetre strand of genuine sapphire is incredible. When you think of sapphire, what colour do you think of? Sapphire comes in all the colours of the rainbow, but what colour is it that everybody always associates with sapphire? It's blue, isn't it? And in fact, anything which isn't blue sapphire is classed as fancy sapphire. Today, because the diamonds that we bought you, the red diamonds that we bought you earlier on were so popular, and because the rubies that we bought you earlier on were so popular, because the Andalusite has been so popular, we thought we'd give you a special deal on this shaded sapphire. Today, this approximately 23 centimetre strand of sapphire, which is far longer than strands of sapphire I've bought you in the past. Today, this strand of sapphire is going below £20. Have a look at your price. It's incredible, isn't it? It is quite incredible. That is your deal today. That is your deal for genuine sapphire. And this is the sapphire which people are most familiar with, this beautiful blue colour. But it's not just the blues that you're getting here, and it's not inky blues that you're getting here as well. You're going to be getting a whole host of blues, everything from sky blues to clears to silvers to those denim blues as well. Now, already I've got loads of you coming through on the web and on the phone lines, which is really, really wonderful. I'm very, very pleased for you. I've also got lots of people who are multi-buying as well. Do that. Because by multi-buying, you get 3 or 4 strands of these home. You decide which one you want to keep, send the others back. It's great, isn't it? It really is incredible. Well done. 0800 6444 655 for your genuine shaded sapphire graduated rondelles. It's not very often at all that we get to bring you the big 4. It just so happens that on today's show, I've bought you 3 of the big 4. I bought you rubies, I've bought you diamonds, and I'm bringing you sapphire now as well. Not very often that happens, is it? Really is incredible, isn't it? And for under £20 as well. Now imagine the ruby and the sapphire together. Imagine the ruby and the sapphire together. Add the diamonds as well. 3 of the big 4. 3 of the big 4. You what? What are you doing? Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing? This is, okay, I'm just relaying what Dion's saying. Honestly, this is, so this is your favourite colour, blue, right? Everyone knows that you love blue. Seriously? Dion wants to give you the P&P back. Seriously? If you are interested in coming in to get this strand, not for $17.95, but for getting your P&P off this price, then get on the phones. We want to see you. Now, if you don't want it at $14.95, then all right, we'll leave it at $17.95. If you want to get this strand of genuine shaded sapphire for $14.95, we've got to see you there. We've got to see you there. Now, Dion, quite seriously, we'll probably get an email about this. She won't be very popular after doing this, but if we sell them all out and they all go, I can't believe this. Right, okay, we need to see you on the phone lines. We need to see you there. If you're interested in getting these sapphires for $14.95, which is £10–15 lower than where I think we should be, we've got to see you on the phones. You're starting to build up on the phone lines, which is great to see. We'd like to see another 10 or 12 of you on the phone lines before we take this price down. If we can see more of you there, then we will take this price down to $14.95. I can't believe we're about to do this. Honestly, sapphire, one of the big 4 gemstones. I've seen it all now. I've seen it all. Wonders will never cease. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is a deal to end all deals. I thought the deal on the ruby was incredible. The deal on this sapphire is absolutely out of this world. And everything that Sarah and I have been saying today about having, you know, being a jewellery maker, being a jewellery designer, selling your pieces of jewellery and being able to sell diamonds, being able to sell ruby, being able to sell sapphire now and paying just $14.95, that is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. You can get your ruby for $14.95. Sorry, your sapphire for $14.95. You can get your ruby as well, because we bought you that today as well. You can get your red diamonds as well. If you want either of these other 2 strands, speak to the call centre or Live Help and we'll add those to your order. $14.95 for genuine sapphire. That is a deal which honestly I never thought I would see on JM. I honestly never thought I would see. Sarah, is there anything you would like to add?
Just amazing. The deals today.
They've been bonkers, haven't they?
And the gemstones, the quality.
Yeah, the quality, that's it. These aren't rubbish substandard sapphires.
Because you can have a look elsewhere.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get that quality, and you're not guaranteed that what they actually say they are is what they actually are.
Yeah, you're right.
And so to know, hand on heart, you can say to your customers, this is sapphire or ruby or red diamonds or whatever other gemstones you managed to get today, and have that confidence to say that. You can back it up with an authenticity certificate. And to, if you're making to give as gifts, to be able to give that precious gemstone that might have so much meaning to that person. Yeah. Sapphires were my mum's favourite gemstone. She actually had a sapphire only, blue sapphire only engagement ring.
Oh, lovely.
No diamonds, no nothing, just blue sapphire. And it was one of these sort of 6 at the bottom and 1 on the top, sort of stepped up sort of flower rings,
gorgeous.
but it was quite stepped up from the ring, from the finger. And it was just so different, and she loved sapphires. Yeah, absolutely loved them and had the real passion for them. So, you know, it's one of those things that you can give jewellery, you can make jewellery with those gemstones, hand on heart, with so much confidence and so much quality. Yeah, that's it. It's quality. That is what you're getting. That is what you're getting. $14.95, under £15 for a strand, for approximately a 23 centimetre strand of genuine shaded sapphire. Out of this world. Honestly, that is out of this world. Boom. I need to lie down now. EfColour. Shall I take these over? Yeah, let's take these over. How you doing, Sarah? Very well.
Talk to me about EfColour. This is incredible.
It's
you're loving this, aren't you?
Oh, do you know what? I absolutely love EfColour. It's just such a different medium. It's completely different to anything else JewelleryMaker has, and it just allows you to do so many different things.
Now, this is a way of adding colour, adding design work to effectively blanks.
Yes, you can use any of your metal blanks, you can use your scales, you can use, I've used polymer clay, you can, you know, anything that can stand the temperature of the stove, you can put EfColour onto. Now, look at these examples, these are beautiful. Can I say what these are? Yeah.
Sarah has used washers here and applied EfColour to them, which is just, it's so pretty. That necklace looks so expensive, it's beautiful. The shine which you get from these pieces is quite incredible. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. It looks good enough to eat. It's gorgeous.
It's such a beautiful medium. I love using it.
It does. It feels super smooth. It's gorgeous. Just take a look at these pieces. They're so sweet.
Little cat.
Love that little putty cat. Oh, here it is on the scales. Don't forget, if you came to get the scale mail that we bought you a little bit earlier on, you can use EfColour with your scales. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Really like that. Really like that. There's a lovely bracelet at the bottom there as well. That's really awesome.
And that one's actually on a piece of polymer clay.
What, this one?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, it's a piece of polymer clay.
Look at that, it's polymer clay. That's awesome.
Yeah. If you are going to use polymer clay on your EfColour stove, you need to use it on the craft sheet, not on the actual metal works piece that you have to go in your stove, because it will stick, because it gets hot enough to stick to the metal. Yeah. So if you use your little piece of your crafting worksheet, the non-stick brown crafting sort of sheet that we sell at that we sell, if you use, just cut a square out and just put it onto your stove instead of that, but watch your polymer. If it gets too hot, it'll start to bubble and it will shape. So you need to just keep an eye on those pieces. Don't walk away, just keep an eye on them.
Isn't that gorgeous? Good tip there. Thank you. Thank you for highlighting that, Sarah. So this is really, really lovely. Now, do you get all of what do you get? This box. So 10 colours.
That's that box.
This one. Oh, look. Oh, look at oh, wow.
Yes.
So you've got your blanks in there. You've got 3 blanks.
And they vary, the blanks, so you might get a different set. But they're all great fun to use.
It's like a lucky dip.
Yes.
Oh, I like that. So you've got 10 colours there.
You have.
Which blanks do you get with this one then? Oh, you get some jump rings as well.
You do. You get the jump rings to attach it with.
This one you get a little doggy.
Oh, I got the dog.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
Teddy bear. It is like the Tintin doggy. Snowy. Snowy, snowball. Snowy. Little teddy bear. And you get a little putty cat as well.
Yeah.
So I'll pick the putty cat up.
And you
awesome. Fantastic. I can't wait to see how you use these, Sarah.
And then you get the sieve tops in there. You get 2 of these as well, which I've taken from that one because I forgot to bring mine with me.
Oh, okay.
So you get 2 of those, and I'll show you why you need to have those.
Yeah, that'd be useful to see why you need those. Okay, fantastic. Right, so you get some instructions by the way as well.
You get lots of instructions, which is really great. Gives you tips and techniques on how to do things, different design ideas. And once you start playing with the EfColour, you can start designing your own pieces and changing things around, and it gives you the instructions on how to use it in there as well.
Oh, fantastic.
So you're not left on your own, you get lots of sort of inspiration.
This is only the second time that the EfColour has actually been on JewelleryMaker. It's been very, very popular. It's a relatively new product to us, but it has proven to be very, very popular. You can also go to our YouTube channel, our JewelleryMaker YouTube channel, and watch all the special features on EfColour, which are featured on our show. So you can go to the YouTube channel and watch that and pause that and rewind it once you've got all your colours, and you can get busy with that. We've got a question. Can these be used in resin?
You need to heat it, so I wouldn't say you can use it in resin. You could probably
because resin you air dry.
Yeah, what you could do is you could EfColour something, like something small, like if you got, sometimes when you get the scales, you sometimes, in the bags, you sometimes get the pop-outs, where they've actually cut them. So sometimes you get those sort of pieces from outside of the scale, actually inside the scale bags. And you could EfColour a piece that small,
pop it into a piece
and
of resin.
then pop it into a resin, but you would need to do it first. You'd have to colour whatever it is that you are colouring first, and it kind of needs to be big enough to sort of get onto your spatula and things. So you can't do really, really teeny tiny things, but you can do, you know, a lot of things. And then once they're coloured, you could put them into your, because that's set then. Once it's coloured, it's set, it's not going anywhere, and you could put it into your resin.
Okay, fantastic. Well, let's get your price on for this, because there's not very many of these, unfortunately. Our quantities are very, very low. £21.95. Now, that's for your 10 colours, for your 3 blanks, for your 3 jump rings, and for your sieve tops as well. And don't forget, you get instructions in there as well. Now, I'm thinking, Sarah, that you've got your sieve tops there because you actually probably don't use a lot of this powder, do you?
You don't. And whatever you...
So it will last.
Yeah, whatever you don't comes off your blank when you're colouring them onto a piece of paper, you put back into your pot. So you don't lose any. It literally, you cover your blank, whatever goes onto your piece of paper, you tip back into your pot at the end. So you don't lose anything. Always work on a piece of scrap paper. This is just copy paper. You know, get these big reams of them, and just work on that, and then whatever falls onto your bit of paper, you can tip back into your pot. Okay,
well, let's see this in action then, because it'll be useful to see how you use these colours.
Okie dokie. So what I've got is I've got a blank, and what you need to do with, and this is just a scale mail blank, and what you need to do is you need to key it. So you get, with your stove, you actually get a piece of fine sandpaper, but if you haven't, you can use an emery board. If you haven't got a piece of this, you can just use a household emery board, and you're not wanting to file it away. You're just wanting to give it a key. That's all you need to do. And then I just brush any bits off. And the one top tip is, if you have an old blusher brush, it's a really useful tool with EfColour. The old brusher brush. If not, you can pick these up at your high street stores. Very, very, very low cost. And then put that on to the U strip which you get with your stove, and it's called a U strip because it looks like a U.
Just to let you know, we've got the details on the screen for the large copper scale, so for a pack of 50 of these, we'll just bring you the price for that as well. £6.95, and you can get the incredible effects which we'll see in a second with Sarah. But if you want to have the scales onto your order, then they're just £6.95. Fantastic, Sarah, thank you.
Okay, and what you do with your colours is they come with a sealed lid on them. Okay, so they come with a sealed lid, and what you need to do is to swap it for one of your sieve lids.
Which you get with the colours.
Which you get with the colours.
Okay.
And I typically normally keep one for my darker colours and one for my lighter colours. Okay. And then what you do is you need to powder your blank. And what I do is just get your powder going with small taps and then bring it over the blank. And what you want to do is get a good covering. So you don't want to be able to see any of the copper from underneath.
You don't use a lot, do you?
You don't. And as I say, anything that you don't use goes back into the tub. Okay. So that's it. It's covered. It's got a nice even coverage.
There's no waste either, is there?
There isn't. Nothing at all. And you get all the tools you need in your stove set to be able to do this. And so this is my stove. It's a bit warm now because it's been on for a while. And what you do is you have a little spatula, a little lifting tool. And what you do is you take that underneath your blank and lift your blank up with it. And then you take it over to your stove and you transfer it onto your stove.
Oh.
Like that. And whatever you do, do not touch this work plate. What I have is a really technical tool that means I don't touch it when I want to take it out, and it's a wooden clothes peg, really old one. Very technical tool.
Very technical tool there.
You can put that on the end and move that around. And I don't know if I get this onto overhead, maybe you'll be able to see. Can you see it's going shiny already? Because my stove's really quite warm at the moment, so it's going shiny already. Normally you'd put the lid on, and it's only tea lights, so it's not, you know, it's not using your electricity. You can take this to your weekend caravan, your villas.
That's awesome.
So using the power of those 3 candles, and that is just starting to go shiny. I'm just going to move that back over to the other side.
Yeah, go for it.
Okie dokie.
I'll get the stove out now because this is
I'm
great.
just going to put the lid on just for a second so that can just
cook. So you've got your stove here. Oh, this is dead exciting. I'm loving this.
And you get loads of tools in with your stove as well.
Okay, so you get your 3 candles.
Yes.
And of course you can
replenish.
You can replenish those easily. Yeah, not 4 candles. That's very funny, Ollie. Well done. So you get your 3 candles. You get your little stove. Which is just adorable. This little stove, isn't it?
It is. It's lovely, and it doesn't take up much room on your workstation. I have a very small crafting table at home, and I can get all my stuff out on the table together, so I can get all my stove and my paper and everything. And my crafting table probably is only as big as the space I've actually got in front of me.
Oh, lovely.
So it works beautifully.
Yeah.
That I can get all my stuff and work in that little space perfectly.
Gorgeous. You then get a selection of tools. That would be interesting.
Yes.
It would be useful to know what all these tools do. You also get some instructions here, which is great. Talk us through these tools, Sarah.
Okay.
So you get your spatula, which we've seen you use already.
Yes, you get your spatula, which is your long spatula. You get 2 U-strips. You get a larger one and a smaller one. So your larger one is for any of your larger blanks. So that's the large U-strip, and that's your small one. And then you get the spatula, which is there.
Yeah.
Then you get the work plate, which you've already seen, which is inside my stove with a round work plate.
Flat plate.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then what you've got.
That?
Oh, I know. Looks complicated, but this is
Looks
used
like a weapon.
if you want to do your EfColour on the other side of your blank.
Ah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So if you've, like, for instance, got a scale that's already coloured on one side, I couldn't put that flat onto the normal plate because it would stick, because my EfColour is going to melt and it's going to stick to it. So what you would do is powder it as normal, and then you would place it into the little stand, and it won't affect the other side. So don't forget, if you're doing both sides, not to put it back on the flat plate, but to actually put it onto the little stand.
Okay.
And that allows you to colour both sides of a piece of jewellery.
Perfect.
And so that's what that's for.
Perfect. Let's bring the price on for the stove, because this is lovely. I've still got I've got lots of you joining us there. $19.95. That's amazing, because that's pretty much all your tools, isn't it? That's great.
And for a different medium, it's such a low price way of getting into
really
it.
is,
It really is great. And the fact that you're not reliant on electricity, you know, all you're relying on is the fact that, you know, you're going to be using the power of candles. Right.
Oh, nice shot there, Kerry. Zooming in on the flame there. I like that. Woohoo!
Okay, so my blank on there has gone nice and shiny, and it's got a few little bubbles in there. It's probably because I've left it on a little bit long while we were chatting. But you can just re-powder that and it will get rid of them for you.
That's awesome.
So it's not a problem.
This.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take that off there for a second. And just...
This is lovely, and don't forget we've got the Easter holidays coming up. We've got half terms as well. So if you're going to be looking for a new craft to do with your little ones, you know, it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Presumably you can pick up the blanks fairly easily online and.
Yeah, I mean, JewelleryMaker quite often have the blanks in. I know that the butterfly blank that's over there, the large butterfly blank, and the oval, they are JewelleryMaker blanks. Oh, so, lovely. You know, those are available periodically. Yeah, the big blue butterfly and the oval that's got the floral scene on it, they are available. So what I've got is I've already got a scale that I've done. Now this is where the fun starts, and you can do all sorts of different things. So I've just cleared my U-strip because I don't want any powder on there because I don't want it to go on the back of my blank. I put my blank back on there. Right. And I can either repowder that and put something on it, like I did with the blue butterfly. Yeah. And what I used for that, and I don't know if anyone's got these at home, these are the metal strips, the foils that came with the Explorer. You can buy them for the Explorer cutting machine. Okay, yeah. So these are just the metal blanks that are for those, and I've got a household, like a paper crafting punch. And I think a lot of people like me probably have come from the world of paper crafting into jewellery making, so you may have these at home. If not, you might have the dies for the Explorer, and you can use those as well to cut your metal. And all I did was put that in there, punched it out, and underneath, as if by magic, I got a little pink butterfly. Cute. There we go. I like that. And so you might think, hang on a minute, you've got to glue that on now? How do you attach it, Sarah? No. Are you going to show us? I am. Oh. You use the enamel. You use the EfColour enamel to bond it to the scale. So all I'm going to do is repowder, just like I did before. And you don't need to probably put on quite so much this time because we've already got a good base coat on there. And then what you can do is I use my pliers, and I'm just going to literally shape the butterfly a little bit to fit the scale in my fingers, and I'm just going to put it on to the scale like that. And then I'm going to just use my spatula again, lift up my scale back onto my stove. If it won't come off, you can just coax it off onto there. Oh, this is lovely. Now, if like me, I've got some residue of enamel on my plate, on my cooking plate, I just sand mine periodically and it takes it off. So don't panic if that happens and you get some residue on there. Just give it a sand. That's going to go on there and melt. I'll just bring it into shot so you can see it doing that. There we go. I'll just take the lid off and bring it in to the right position. How do you know when it's done? It'll go shiny and you'll see that it's got a shiny appearance and it looks like it's melted, so that powdered appearance has gone. And it actually hasn't taken very long because my stove's been on and my plate's been on my stove. If you take your plate on and off, you have to wait for the plate to warm back up again. Yeah. So you can see that this one already has gone shiny. Perfect. So and that means it's done. That powdery appearance has disappeared. That means you're cooked. And that little butterfly there is bonded onto there. If you've got any bits that are sticking up, what you can do is use your spatula and just push them in. Can you see it's moving a little bit because it's still molten? And then use your household peg and you can lift your stove, your work plate off and put that to somewhere to cool and just literally take it off the plate. It'll cool a little bit quicker. If I just show you my working plate, can you see I've got a few, you can just see where the scales have been sat. There's a little bit of residue of my EfColour there. Just let your plate cool down and you can just give that a sand and it'll come up just good as new again. Fantastic. Now here I've got a little pack which contains some strips. I've got the emery strip here. Yeah. I've got the used strips, which you were talking about. Yes. And the what was this one called again? It's for cooking the back of your blanks. So it's like a cradle working place, if you like.
And you get the spatula as well. Now this is great, I should imagine, if there's going to be more than one of you making your pieces.
Yeah, or if you're like me, I get a production line going, so I'm powdering one piece is in the stove, I'm taking the next piece out, so I always have more than one set of tools on the go, and it just means that you've got lots of things to hand. The U-strips, so I can powder up 3 different things on the go, so I might have more than one set of U-strips for doing that, and then I'd have more than one of those, so I can actually put 2 things onto my stove at the same time as well. I can put 2 of these cradles in there at the same time.
Now you may as well come in and get this extra pack, because this is your price.
Oh, and
you may as well.
If you were to lose your spatula, you know, you'd be trying to get it on and off, you know, it's not worth it. At that price, just get one.
$4.95, you may as well come in and get it, especially if there's going to be more than one of you, or as Sarah says, you get a little production line going, you're sprinkling and powdering one whilst the other one's cooking. You know, you may as well. For $4.95, you may as well. So do add this one to your order. Now, what are you going to show us now, lovely Sarah?
I was just going to show you if you wanted to add more than one colour to a blank, like I did with the floral ones.
That would be nice to see.
So again, if I won't waste any of my powder, what I will do is just like when I'm finished tidying up, I will put it back into my tub. So I'm just going to fold that over and I'll keep that to one side so it doesn't get any waste. And I'm going to use this blank and my U-strip. And so what you can do, should we put the chocolate on the top? I quite like chocolate and pink. What you can do is lots of different techniques. So you take that off to one side.
Put your other sieve top.
Put your other sieve top on. Okay, and so what we can do is we can do lots of different techniques. So we can sprinkle like we did before. So if I do that, you'll see you can get quite a good direction. So I can do the bottom. But if I want to, like I did with the flowers and the floral piece where I've done the sort of clouds and the flowers and everything else, what you might want to do, I'll do it with a different colour so you can see. Let's do it with, should we put yellow on there?
Yeah, yellow would be nice.
Okay. I can get the lid off. Whichever one I can get the lid off. Okay. The lids are tight, but that's because they've got powder in them. Okay. What you can do, I'll just brush myself down because I'm covered in powder, is you can use just a household paintbrush, just a standard paintbrush that you know the kids use for painting. And what you want is quite a small paintbrush, and you just dip it in the powder and get some on there. And then what I do is I tap the end.
Oh wow, you're using a tiny amount. It's so lovely.
And you can then direct where you want it to a certain extent. And if you don't like it for whatever reason, at this point you're not set. If I didn't like that, I could just get my blusher brush and wipe it all off and start again. I have not damaged that original coloured blank.
Yeah, absolutely.
Until I put heat to it, it's not set. So you can do various different things, or you can come in, you can brush it off if you don't like that bit, or you might want to, you know, put a little tiny smear over it. So, and then you just put that onto the stove. And what I do with the floral ones is I do them in 3 or 4 different layers. So I started off, and that one was just covered completely with blue to start off with. Then I came back and I put a piece of paper over my blank halfway across, and I coloured it with green. So I could just put a piece of paper to shield the top half, and then covered it with green and heated that. Then I added the white and the floral splashes, and then it went back on again. So there's 3 heatings to create that look.
Gorgeous. Isn't that lovely?
And
thank you.
That's as simple as it is. It really
is.
That's
EfColour.
And you can use, you know, things like if you've got a paper doily, you can sprinkle your EfColour through that and create patterns and all sorts of different things. So once you've got it, you'll start experimenting with it.
And you've clearly really enjoyed it, because almost all of these have gone. It's been really, really lovely to see that demo, hasn't it? It's been fantastic. Thank you, Sarah. That's gorgeous. Right, let's go see you at the Wall of Fame. This is awesome. This looks like a piece of leather that's been stitched. I think it's actually polymer clay. It's number 94. It's from Brendan Brenda, who says, Vicky was asking us to send in our pieces that have been inspired by the show. I had some polymer clay, which I'd never got around to using until I saw a couple of demos recently. This is the result, and now I'm waiting patiently for the leather bundle I bought this morning to finish them off. I'm working on another polymer necklace inspired by Gemma Crow at the moment. Love the shows and wonderful inspiration demos from all the designers, and that's from Brenda. That's gorgeous. Lovely textured piece there, Brenda. Thank you very much.
I know, and I bet that's so nice to wear because with it being polymer, it's really light, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
I've got number 91. And this is from Alex. She says, hi all, or he, I don't know which is he, she or he. Here is one of my latest makes using JewelleryMaker beads. They are 6mm apatite beads and were so beautiful that all they needed was to be restrung into a bracelet. Because they were such a lovely stone, I felt they warranted a gold coated clasp from my that she had in her stash.
Gorgeous.
Thank you for supplying me with such lovely beads, and this one is for me. And that's from Alex. Why not, indeed? Beautiful.
Fantastic. Gorgeous. Thank you. I've got number 95 here. This is so sweet. I love it. It's from Tracy in Sheffield, who says, hi, JM Towers. This is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. Hope it makes it and gets shown, as not had an entry shown for a while. After watching last Sunday's show with Alison and Jenny, who make a great team, they make me laugh throughout loads of the show, I decided to have a go at making a rattle for our HR lady at work, as she's due to have her first baby in a couple of months. I used silver 1mm wire, 0.8 turquoise, 0.4 silver, and put 4 silver pearls in the rattle and white faceted shell pearl to decorate it. I'm going to attempt to do a baby booty for her now too, as my blue wire arrived yesterday. Looking forward to meeting some of the gang when I come on the fashion leather workshop at the end of the month. Good luck to all the entries for this week, and that's Tracy. Tracy, that's so lovely and so different. I love the fact you've made a rattle.
I know.
That's gorgeous.
And I've got number 92. And this is from Jill in Bedford. She says, hi all at JewelleryMaker, here is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's a gizmo wire necklace with jet, Botswana and Earth's agate and gold wire from JewelleryMaker with a few gold spacer beads from my stash. I'm trying to perfect the gizmo clasp, so please don't look too closely. They look absolutely fine to me.
Yeah, they look awesome.
Recently, I sold a labradorite necklace and bracelet set to my friend, to a friend of my sister's. Made a cool £80. Thanks, JewelleryMaker, for the fantastic inspiration from your designers and the wonderful gems and the fun from all the presenters. Here's hoping for a win so I can buy even more. Good luck to everyone, and that's from Jill in Bedford.
Thanks, Jill.
And good, cracking good sale there as well. Well
awesome.
done, Jill.
Number 93, this is really pretty. From Cheryl in Grimsby, who says, hi JM, this week's Wall of Fame is using multicoloured 4mm agate seed beads. This is how you can use them. Freshwater culture pearl and a finding from my increasing hoard. I found it difficult to get a good picture inside, hence the grotty wet concrete, but natural daylight is the way to go. It's just a shame it wasn't warm and sunny. Fingers crossed for the draw from Cheryl in Grimsby. I think that's lovely, actually.
Do you know, I quite like that really earthy effect underneath it.
It looks great. Thank you. Right, coming up, watermelon solar quartz. Boom! Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? This incredible gemstone strand coming up in just a couple of seconds. Don't go.
Come and join in the fun with international art clay instructor Natalia Coleman as she teaches you the basics of making personalised rings from silver clay. During the course of the day, you will learn how to create your own rings, add texture and decoration, finishing and polishing, and how to add colour to your finished piece. The full course includes use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, a chance to meet our presenters, and have a chance to visit our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just $99.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. JewelleryMaker, bringing out the designer in you.
You can now watch clips from JewelleryMaker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with JewelleryMaker.
JewelleryMaker ships to the following countries. We offer 2 delivery services, standard and premium. So wherever you are in the world, JewelleryMaker are never far away.
I'll tell you something. I had Ollie, who's directing today. I've had Ollie coming up to me and saying how much he loved this strand. I've had Scott, who's my manager, telling me how much he loves this strand. I've had Dion telling me how much he loves this strand. It's just incredible. I've bought you watermelon solar quartz before. I bought it to you before. This is really awesome though. This is, the colours are even more vivid, are even more beautiful. And I tell you what I see. It's one of these incredible gemstones that everybody sees something different in these gems. But I tell you what I see when I look at a strand like this. When I look at this gemstone here, it's like looking down on a beautiful collection of little tropical islands that are in azure sea and purple, the most beautiful kind of mystical ocean. It's just awesome. This is what can be achieved when you dye quartz. It really is incredible. Quartz is one of the most plentiful gemstones in the world. It really is absolutely beautiful. It's very, very abundant. What you do get with quartz is a lot of inner texture. A lot of inner texture, a lot of crackles, a lot of beautiful natural quality. When you move this gemstone, because it's dyed, and because you're literally getting slices going through this quartz, you not only get this beautiful array of colour, but you get sparkle. You get this incredible natural sparkle. And this is literally the texture of the gemstone. Can you see the turquoises, the pinks, the purples, and can you see that sparkle? It's beautiful, isn't it? Wire wrapping these, making these into pendants. Oh, there is so many ways in which you can use these. Now, the great thing is about this strand is that we've got over 200 in stock. Okay? We've got 220 of these in stock. That's the good news. The bad news is I think, judging by the amount of you who are already multi-buying and the amount of you who are already saying, yep, I want that, I think it's going to sell out very quickly. You have got to be quick because it's going to go. This, for me, and it's so funny that I've had 3 different people coming to me, 3 different people coming up to me today and saying, wow, have you seen the quality of that watermelon solar quartz? Isn't it gorgeous? It just speaks volumes to me. We see gems every single day. We've got gemstones coming out of our ears here. We see gemstones every single day. But to have 3 different people, members of my team, coming up to me today and saying, have you seen that solar watermelon quartz? Isn't it incredible? It's amazing, isn't it? Especially when we've got diamonds, sapphires and rubies and Andalusite on the show. That says something, doesn't it? So, it's an eye-catching gem. It's the kind of strand that if you make just a selection of pendants out of these, I think you would easily be able to sell each pendant easily for, what, £8, £10? Easily. Today, this strand is yours. Have a look at your price, because this is just ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? It really is. Because it's a dyed variety of quartz, you get that beautiful bleeding of colour. Because it's a dyed variety of quartz, you not only get that beautiful bleeding of colour, but you get that sparkle, you get that inner sparkle. I love it. I think it's absolutely incredible. £9.95, isn't it beautiful? Just take any one of these. What do you see when you look at this strand? What do you see when you look at this gemstone? I see little tropical islands. I see little tropical islands, a little collection of islands somewhere in the French Polynesian islands. I mean, it's just so lovely. Look at this one on the end. How cute is that one on the end? It's amazing. How could you make these into jewellery? What are you going to use them for? I just love them. I think they're so sweet. Look at that one there. It's like a sweet. They are just so lovely. And the amount of you who are multi-buying this, it's quite incredible. Because don't forget, if there's a single strand to multi-buy today, it's going to be this one, isn't it? Because every single strand is going to be so different to the next one. It's going to be so different to the next one. There's a queue on the phone lines at the minute of about 60 seconds at the minute. Just be patient. We know that you're waiting. We will answer your call as soon as we can. What a beautiful strand of genuine gemstones. Every single one of these gemstones is unique. Your strand is unique, which is why I think getting 2 or 3 of these is quite important, even if you send the others back. Well done, Pamela. I've got Jennifer as well, Valerie, Diane. Loads of you coming in to get more than one of these. Loads of you. There's, oh goodness me, there's a caller in Merseyside there. Another one in Avon as well. Isle of Lewis. Where's that? Scotland? Isle of Lewis? Jill in Shropshire, you've come in to get 3 of these as well. You see, this is what I mean. Getting 2 or 3 or 4 of these, deciding which ones you want to keep, sending the others back, go for it. But for genuine gemstones, for the most beautiful dyed variety of quartz, it not only gives you that beautiful dye quality and those gorgeous colours, but it gives you that sparkle because of the inner quality of the gemstone. It's lovely, isn't it? It's so beautiful. Where's that? Oh, that sparkly one's so beautiful. That one's my favourite. Hasn't got any blue in it, but my goodness me, it's got a gorgeous sparkle. See that? It's so wonderful, isn't it? It's so impressive. The physical shape of the gemstones as well. Every single one is different. Every single one has got a different little quality. Isn't it lovely? Well done. More of you still multi-buying. That's great to see. Well done. Gorgeous. Well done. So still got some of those left. Well over half the stock has been allocated. I've still got more left. If you want to come in and get it, please do go for it, because that is just a steal of a deal. Coming up after this last final kit is Amazonite. Amazonite. It's going to be amazing. Amazing. That doesn't really work, does it? Prepare to be amazed by Amazonite. It's amazing. Yeah. I've been very skimpy on the puns today. I haven't done many puns today, have I? No. This kit contains lots of seed beads. This kit has got to be seed to be believed. Seed to be believed. When we're talking about seed beads, these really are genuinely seed beads. There are some teeny tiny little beautiful petite beads. They're just gorgeous. They're amazing. Do you want to see them? Here we go. Which strand should I show you first? I don't know which one to show you first. Let's show you this one here. This one looks like... Oh my word! Is this fluorite? Have we got fluorite? I'm not staring into the middle distance. There's a screen up there with lots of details on. So I'll show that one in just a couple of seconds then. It does look like fluorite. It's amazing. Amethyst. Ooh. Look at these. Oh, they're adorable. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Beautiful little amethyst. Perfect rounds. Do you know what? When Scott, who's our manager, came into the building today and came into the gallery, he was going on and on and on about how everyone's requesting seed beads at the minute. And then when Dion and Scott came out here and he saw the kits, he said, well, they're just going to love the kits today. They're going to absolutely love the kits. And you are. You've loved every single kit that we bought you so far. These are genuinely some of the most beautifully delicate petite beads I think I've ever bought you. They are just gorgeous. The jewellery that Sarah has made from this kit is I think my favourite jewellery today. It's beautiful. You're going to love this. Anyway, so amethyst. Rose quartz. Look at these delicate 2mm rounds. They're beautiful, aren't they? Labradorite 3mm rounds. Again, these teeny tiny labradorites. They're beautiful, aren't they? And then look at this. Moonstone 3mm rounds. This is a lovely selection of gemstones, isn't it? Beautiful. You're also going to be getting a threading pack with this. Look at that collection of gems. Isn't that gorgeous? Including monofilament, which you're going to need with a seed bead kit like this, elastic, gold colour beading thread, and look at this, my favourite, silver satin cord. Lovely, lovely, lovely to have silver satin cord in this kit. It really is lovely. It's so smooth, and it's exactly what it's described as. It's satiny smooth. It's just a delight to work with. Now, we've also got, I don't know how to break this to you. We've also got beads. When I say beads, I mean we have got serious beads here. You have got 980, approximately, please don't bother counting them, approximately 980 rose gold flash plated copper beads. To have an extra like this in a kit is highly unusual. To have an extra like this in a kit that's going under £20, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Because this isn't everything. You're also going to be getting one final extra. A pack of 100 rose gold plated copper findings. So as well as your 100 findings, you're getting another 980 beads. So really, you're getting 1,980 findings, a threading pack, extra satin cord, 4 strands of gemstones. Do you want to see your price? You're going to love this. Sarah, have you ever dealt with a kit with effectively 1,980 findings?
No, and I didn't use them all.
I'm not surprised. I think you'd still be in your study making your jewellery if you. This is amazing.
I had a good go at using all of those extra beads, but I didn't even really tip of the iceberg. This
oh
is
my word!
This is my bag, and this is the new one. So you can see what I had left over.
That's a really good point, actually.
So this is mine.
Yeah.
And this is the new one.
And this is how many you use loads.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Look at this.
There really isn't.
Look how many Sarah's used here. That is almost all of those beads. That is bonkers.
Yeah.
Look at this one here. Look how many Sarah's used here. Just shows you how many you get. Look at this. Oh my word, this is gorgeous. All of these pieces of jewellery just use so many of these little spacer beads, but it looks like you've got so many left, and you do, because you get almost 1,000 of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right, technique. What are you going to show us, Sarah? Because this kit's. Oh, we're not seeing a technique on this kit. Oh my goodness me! I can't quite believe the jewellery that you've made here, Sarah.
It's going to sell out anyway.
Favourite piece?
Favourite piece? Only and purely simply because it happened by accident. The one with the 3 drops, and I was thinking I made the drops and I was going to make a pair of earrings, and it actually just sat, and the tails splayed out like that, and I thought, no, perfect neckline piece.
That's really, really pretty.
And I just love the fact that you sometimes have a happy accident when you're making jewellery, and that was purely a happy accident. And it was just one of those joyous pieces that you think, yes, it's all come together. So that's why I love that one. What
I would advise you to do, because I know, Sarah, that with this kit, which has now sold out, unsurprisingly, there are going to be so many people who are going to want to make pieces from this kit.
Yes.
Please do go to our YouTube channel, because you will see all of these pieces of jewellery again. All of the pieces of jewellery will be uploaded onto our Facebook page as well today. You've clearly spent so much time on this, Sarah. It
did take a good while
beautiful.
to make this one, unfortunately. But it's so worth the time, though. It really is, because, you know, to get a piece that has all of that, you're not going to get it anywhere else. You make it yourself, and it's just beautiful. I would wear that
stunning.
So many days, and it's not over the top, it's just beautiful.
I might have to accidentally on purpose drop some of those pieces into my bag.
Not if I get there first.
Thanks for that. Oh my word. Incredible pieces. Oh, that was the chair. It was the chair. Right. Amazonite, everyone. Boom. Here we go. That was such an impressive kit. Beautiful Amazonite here. Lovely, lovely genuine gemstone strand here. Again, I'm getting a vibe from today's show. This should just be called Super Sale Sunday. Right, Dion just said we're struggling for time today. We've got loads to fit in between the end of the between now and the end of the show. This was going to be your price for this strand of Amazonite, but it's not going to be that price because she's going to take the price down. We are struggling for time on today's show. Why can't we have a 5-hour show? Amazonite graduated faceted medium nuggets. It's big, it's bold, but that colour is soft and serene. It's gorgeous. Here's your deal. $7.95. Look at the size of these gems. They're enormous. Enormous quality. Enormous amounts of quality. And £7.95. Well done. Are you still going to get a 30-day money-back guarantee? Yeah. You're still only paying £2.95p per order? Yeah. Get it. It's less than £8. What a treat for you today. And with that last kit, with those beautiful rose gold findings, oh my word, with all those 980 approximately beads, that's a lovely colour combo, isn't it? Rose gold and this gorgeous soft gentle aqua colour is such a big look. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Well done. Lots and lots and lots of you coming through on the web. Do give us a call, don't forget it is a free phone number from a BT landline. Beautiful Amazonite there, 140 carats in total. Lots of you still calling through. And new telephone bidders as well, which is really great to see. Well done. Isn't that just gorgeous? So it was meant to be $9.95, but because we are struggling for time, we've literally only got about 25 minutes left on the show. We've got so much more to bring you between now and then. We're taking it down. All the way down, baby. Oh, yeah. Gorgeous. Well done. Hold those lines. Lots of people coming through. Jennifer, you've come in to get 2 of those. Do make sure that you hold those lines. Well done. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. Oh, we've got some ends. Kumehimo. So we saw... so we've got a lovely brand new bundle here for all you Kumehimo lovers. 3 lots of satin cord in fluorescent pink, in beautiful royal blue and in silver. And you're also going to be getting loads of ends. Now, these are silver flash-plated copper. Ends here. They're really, really wonderful. Get a pack of all of your ends times 2 because you get 2 lots of those. And then, of course, you get your 3 lots of satin cord as well. So you get your 10 metres of blue, 10 metres of pink, 10 metres of the silver as well, which is fantastic. Not just themed shows, these always sell out. So get these in preparation for the Easter holidays, for your half-term holidays as well, because whenever we do bring you those special themed shows, they do sell out very, very quickly indeed. So make sure you get them now, especially while the prices are. Do these after school clubs if you run community groups, if you if you're part of a group of jewellery makers and you know that people are going to use these, you know that people are going to. Oh, that's just fantastic because I haven't even set the other pack out. You get that one as well. Isn't that fantastic? $11.95 for all of them. Well done. Still got loads more of you coming through there. That's great to see. Well done. Get as quickly as you can. Otherwise, pieces will be taken out your basket and be given to somebody on the phone lines there. So just do hold those lines. Well done. Isn't that great? And not to mention which, we've got new Kumehimo DVDs coming out soon as well. You can always get our macrame DVDs. Book onto our workshops as well. And you can learn how to do all these incredible techniques. They're great. Fun for all the family. Isn't that right, Cass? Yeah. Fun for everyone. Well done. Yeah. Just gorgeous. Well done. Still got more of you coming through. Well done. Woo! Now, we've got the Sunday experience with us today. Have you had a nice time? Yeah, everyone's had a nice time. That's great. Got the microphone here. The microphone. Do I have to turn it on? Is it on? Hello? It's on. Testing. 2, 1, 2. Have you had fun?
Yeah, I have.
You're wearing scale mail earrings. I like it. We've had some scale mail on the show today. Do you like using a scale mail?
I've never used it. Christina made it for me.
Oh, really? You made some scale mail earrings?
I did, yeah.
Do you like the scales? I really like them.
I love them.
What do you like about them?
They're so versatile. You put all the different colours, put them together in real contrast when you do that, especially with the jump rings as well.
Yeah, they're beautiful. They're gorgeous. Right, now, let's have a look at the jewellery that you've made. Is your jewellery here?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Which piece did you make? These two here? What did you think of the, what did you think of, oh wow, you've made loads. What did you think of the bronzite, these chips here?
I really loved them. Yeah.
They're gorgeous, aren't they? They're really, really pretty. I love the different textures that you get, and I love how you've used them. You just kind of space them out sporadically around the necklaces. And you've used different chains as well. I like the antique bronze, that's nice, isn't it?
The antique bronze.
Yeah, gorgeous. Someone's been busy with tiaras and hair slides. Is that you?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Is it bridal inspired pieces? I like these. They're nice, aren't they?
They are.
They are. They're gorgeous, aren't they? And this rose gold, the rose gold chain here is lovely as well, especially with the white gemstones.
I really enjoyed doing them.
Did you?
Yeah.
Do you make a lot of tiaras and hair slides and pieces like
They were
that?
my first ones.
Really? First tiara and hair slide. I think that's pretty incredible. Well done.
Thank you.
So this is the ice bundle. So I'm standing right in front of you, darling. Sorry. This is the ice bundle that we bought you a little bit earlier on, which is $21.95, and don't forget it included those pearls. Was it 7 strands you got in those? I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 6 strands that you got in those. Quartzite, howlite, clear quartz, crackle quartz, and those beautiful pearls. They were lovely, weren't they? Gorgeous. Now this is the dressed in black bundle. Oh, you want it? Sheila at the end there. Goodness sake. Now, you had to mess around with the dressed in black bundle. Now, what did you think of this? Is this something you really enjoyed?
I'm a closet goth. Anything black and I'm happy.
Awesome, I love it. She's a goth.
I am, yeah. So it's a combination of black and red when I get married. So.
Are you going to get married in red and black?
Yes.
Oh my goodness me, that's awesome. When are you getting married?
January.
Oh, how fantastic. Oh, gorgeous. Are you going to wear this on your wedding day?
Sheila's taking that one home.
Sheila! Sheila, just calm down. Sheila apparently is going to take this jewellery home. Sheila, I know. You are so naughty. That is absolutely delicious, though. Look at that. Gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? They look like feathers, don't they? They look like feathers. They're beautiful. Wow, some awesome pieces. Good luck for the wedding. Oh, now. Corner drilled cubes. Don't say that after a few glasses of wine. Made by Beth. Fantastic. Have you enjoyed using your corner drilled cubes?
Yeah, I don't normally do stuff like that.
They're really nice, aren't they? I really like them. I love the way they fall, don't you? They kind of fall like a waterfall, and they've always got the light reflecting off them as well. They're lovely. Oh, nice fuchsia agates as well. How long have you been making pieces of jewellery?
2 months.
2 months. 2 months. Look at the jewellery. It's incredible, isn't it? It's something which you can really get addicted to, can't you? How addicted are you?
Very addicted.
3 daughters. 2 daughters. 3. Yeah, I couldn't see you at the end there.
Oh, that's fantastic. A mum and 3 daughters. See, that's fantastic. It's a family affair. It's a family. Linda, talk to me. So you've been making jewellery for how long?
About 4 or 5 months.
See, this is fantastic, isn't it? A whole family. I'm going to stand in front of Sheila. There we go. This is just lovely. Now you've used a Sodalite here, which is one of our most popular bundles today, actually. Loads of people have been taking advantage of it. It's one of those gemstones, isn't it, that seems to just go with pretty much everything, isn't it?
It's lovely to work with, yeah.
Good. Isn't that awesome? I love the fact we've got an entire family of jewellery makers here. Wow, some beautiful wire work here as well. That's absolutely gorgeous. Isn't that awesome? Thank you so much, ladies. The lovely Sunday experience. How are you, Sheila?
All right,
fine, thank you, Carl. I haven't seen you in ages.
Have you made anything today?
I'm making some wire leaves for a bridal piece, so I have been busy, yeah.
As long as you have.
And we had cake, of course.
That cake was... Who made the cake, by the way?
It begins with them. It begins with them. It's a favourite of Ant and Deck.
Oh, really?
Other supermarkets are available.
It was nice cake, though, wasn't it? It was like strawberry and had some apple in there. Delicious. Delicious. This jewellery is absolutely gorgeous. Right, so I'm going to head back over here. Thank you so much for all your beautiful pieces. It's been lovely meeting you, and everything's so different. It's gorgeous. Thanks a lot, ladies. See you in a bit. Right. Andalusite. Andalusite. We have had the most incredible selection of gemstones on today's show, haven't we? Red diamonds, graduated ruby, sapphire, solar watermelon quartz, and Andalusite. When we talk about rarity, and a gemstone that gives you something that only the other gemstones can only dream of, we're talking about Andalusite. One of the single biggest carat weights I've ever seen in some of these central gemstones. These are gigantic. Do we have a white background, something which is white, like a white board or a white piece of paper? I'd really, because that would, what I want to show you, oh wow, from both, thank you, darling. What I want to show you is the colour, because I want you to see, can you see the reds and greens coming out of this incredible gemstone strand? This is one of the rarest gems we have at the Genuine Gemstone Company. Named Andalusite after where it was originally discovered, in Andalusia in Spain. To say this gemstone is pleochroic is the understatement of the year. This is not only pleochroic, but you can see red and greens at the same time in this gemstone. A lot of gemstones, to get that red and green quality like you would in Russian Alexandrite, you have to take the gemstone from incandescent lighting to candescent lighting, or vice versa, and you get that red and green. You can see red and green at the same time in this gemstone. It is unbelievably rare. And in fact, in the details up on my screen there, which is some little notes sometime, which Steve, who's the founder of the Genuine Gemstone Company, he writes little notes and kind of attaches them onto gemstones. One of his details is highly pleochroic, incredibly rare. It is one of the rarest gemstones you will find at the Genuine Gemstone Company. And an entire strand is $14.95. You've got to make it yours. It is a genuine rarity. And are we going to have it again on JewelleryMaker? Probably not. If we do, get it. Beautiful. Right, we also bought you an early bird. Early bird! Sometimes I get sick of the sound of my own voice. I really do. Today's one of those days. Early bird. We bought you. Ollie says, I love my own voice. That's nice. Right. 100 yellow gold flash plated copper findings. 100. Now, yesterday we bought you the silver. No, we bought you these yellow gold flash plated copper findings. They sold out. A lot of people were upset that they missed out for the version that we bought you yesterday, which is why we bought them to you as an early bird, because we thought, let's give everybody, the most people we can, the opportunity to come in and get these. So 100 of these findings, $9.95. Look at the quality of these findings. They're gorgeous. Aren't they awesome? Beautiful braided T-bar clasp there, a metre of chain. Beautiful spacer discs as well, these gorgeous little saucer beads. 100 findings in total for $9.95. We don't get to bring you findings offers very often at all on JewelleryMaker, and that is because quite often when findings come into JewelleryMaker, they get reserved and put into kits. So when we do get to bring you findings deals, get them. Get them. Number what? Numero uno. Sì, numero uno. Oh, oh. What's this then? No. No, don't go there. Seriously? Have you checked your inbox recently, Dion? Your inbox is gonna be full with strongly worded emails. Double trouble. 2 lots of yellow gold plated 95 sterling silver findings. This is the creme de la creme. This is the findings pack that everybody wants. This is the findings pack that we very, very rarely get to bring you. Why? Because we hardly ever have it in stock. Why? Because it's so difficult for us to get hold of. Why? Because it can be very expensive for us to get hold of. Yellow gold plated silver findings, yellow gold plated silver chain, yellow gold plated silver head pins, yellow gold plated sterling silver spacer beads, yellow gold plated sterling silver shepherd's hook earring findings. This is a double trouble deal, which means you get 2 lots, which means you get 86 findings. £29.90. Today, £16.95. For a pack of one of these, for 1 pack of these findings, sorry, £14.95. For 2 packs, £16.95. That is just, for £2 more, you're getting another 43 findings. This is bonkers. It is absolutely bonkers. They're normally £14.95 on their own. Today, for an extra £2, you're getting another pack included in that deal. That is just out of this world, isn't it? Findings deals like this, you got to make the most of them. You will never, ever, ever have too many findings. You've got to get as many findings as you can. And I think, Sarah, you know, with the wedding season coming up, it's so important, isn't it, to get. It's so important to get the really beautiful quality precious metal findings, isn't it?
Definitely, because
you've
that's
got to
what
get
the
them.
bride's going to be looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. And I've got loads of you calling through, which is great to see. Well done. Now, I'm going to head over to the lovely Sara now to see some of her beautiful jewellery that she's made. But do keep coming through for this incredible findings deal, because we still do have some of those available.
No
right.
No pressure. There we go.
Wow!
Right up to the wire.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Literally.
You're clever. Oh, I like this ring.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm going to put that on. There we go. Oh, I like this. Isn't this lovely, lovely jewellery? How is it to work with?
Oh, just a dream. Absolute dream. What an absolute treat. Pearls, rose quartz, and those 2 feature strands of coated pyrite.
Yeah, they're lovely, aren't they?
Absolutely amazing.
Oh, they're beautiful. I love what you've done with this coated pyrite in the ring. It's so gorgeous, so sparkly.
And can you imagine the comments you're going to get from people saying, "What's that? What is that?"
Yeah.
You know,
what is that?
Because they're going to think it's, and you say it's a gemstone, they're going to be even double taking it even more, because it's so unusual.
Beautiful earrings here as well, Sarah.
I know, I just thought I had to use those pink ones because I hadn't used them anywhere else. So I had to get them in there, and they just will sit beautifully. And that's just on a piece of 0.4 wire. So if you got the 0.4 wire bundle earlier, perfect.
Lovely. Now, we do need to bring you the deal for this. We need to bring you the price of this, don't we? The tutti frutti. Wow. Oh, wow. Do you know what, Sarah? I'm looking at this ring and I'm thinking, this ring here, there's clearly a lot of work that's gone into it. This ring here, £10, £15 maybe? Oh, okay, let's say £8. £8.
Still 2 of them.
You've only used 3 gemstones there and a tiny bit of wire.
I know, and there is, if I clear this off, you'll be able to see.
Oh, look at all the gems that are left over. That's
loads
incredible.
In there. Look all of those. And I've got loads of pearls left, and I used loads of those.
Isn't that awesome? You can make so much more jewellery. Just literally time is restricted, Sarah, because she's just been running around. Literally, she's been a blur today. Just awesome. Look at this beautiful piece as well. Beautiful neckline there. And it just shows you what findings can do. So if you get, take advantage of all the findings deals that we bought you today, then by all means you can make pieces like this and think outside the box. Don't necessarily use the findings for what they are intended for. Use them in different ways. We bought you so many findings deals today. We bought you so many incredible deals today. You've got to just take advantage of them and use them because they've been wonderful.
I know, I did start off thinking I was going to make a pair of earrings, and then I thought, no, they're going to sit beautifully on top of each other. And what a feature. It's beautiful.
Lovely feature. Lovely bracelet here as well. That's gorgeous as well.
And that's such a simple technique. So if you are a new beginner, that is so simple. It's just 2 pieces of beading thread, and you put 3 of the pearls onto one, and then take it through the next rose quartz and pull it tight, and it gives you that effect.
Gorgeous. Text from Edwina in Devon. Sarah has been terrific this morning. Thank you for the inspiration.
Thank you.
Oh, that's nice. Isn't that nice? We've got another one here. Sissy, who says, Sarah, what a beautiful group of pieces you have made.
Oh, thank you, Sissy.
Isn't that nice?
That's lovely.
And one which says, I love Carol. She is hilarious. That's nice. But we're not going to read that one out. They're not going to show that one. But I've had plenty of those through. Anyway, when are you next in?
I'm back on the 18th.
Brill!
Yes.
Sarah's back on the 18th. Don't know when I'm back. Am I back? Oh, I'm back on Wednesday. Boom! Back on Wednesday and Friday. Do not go anywhere. We've got, is this like a crazy chainmail, triple-headed, triple trouble craziness that's coming up next? Do not go anywhere because today's designer-inspired show is just going to be off the hook. It's going to be, well, Debbie Bulford for one. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Don't go anywhere. Do log in and tune in for the designer-inspired show. Thanks for joining us today. Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
See you in a bit. Bye.